Do we have kilobits? We have kilobits. We're alive. No, we are live. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome, everybody. It's Tuesday night, and we are live from Clarksville, Tennessee. I am Kim. Kim Fixes Things. You can find my channel also on YouTube. I'm here with the namesake of your channel, Buffdale Campo.
She poked me in my mouse arm.
The mousy
And
arm.
my mouse went,
The mousy arm.
my cursor took off. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking where I'm going. I'm looking at what I'm doing.
I'm
Oh, look
glad
at
you're all
this.
here. There's
Look
been
at-
quite a bit of
Look at all the
pre-gaming in the chat tonight. Thank you, everyone.
look at all the blue. Kevin Smith, Mexican Spec. Oh, it's two people. And lots of them. Okay, I'm sorry.
Inspector Bruce is here. Buddy Carafano. Lester LeSabre, Mexican Spec. Kevin. Good times. We appreciate everyone being here promptly. Although not everyone gets to participate in the chat, in the live. It seems like about a third or more of our viewing audience is watching tomorrow or sometime in the future. So we welcome you as well.
Or they're watching on a TV.
Well, that's a whole nother audience. There's a lot of people who don't even get counted in our statistics because of the way the internet works. But we welcome you all. If you are able to be here when we're live, it's kind of fun to participate in the chat, and we can read your comments and you can send us emails. And that's kind of cool. But if not, we try to be entertaining. This is Tuesday night, so we are in the studio where we can give you a picture show. Obviously, we get to be here in a la green screen. I can make us little.
Oh, we're tiny.
We're so little.
I didn't know you could make us that small.
Or I can make us big. We can travel through time, or space, or I need a space thing. I need a button so I can say we travel through space. We can be on the moon.
The moon.
Jot that down.
I was watching Mexican Spec last night. It was really good because it went on for hours. It's 6 hour live, and he was going from the U.S. border south, to going home, and driving through Mexico at night, and with all the commenters and everything. And there was somebody in there that I don't remember who it was, and somebody knew that I didn't know it was. Somebody's asking him where they're from, and he says the moon. It's the moon. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's so dark, because we're in space. Advertising another channel, Kim? My channel. Yes. It's the only perk I get, is I get to advertise my channel, which I have nearly neglected to its extinction. So, but that's the way she goes. If you would like to send us pictures during the live stream to show, oh, whose puppy dog is that?
Our Ward.
Oh, it's Ron.
Ron Ward, yeah.
Ron. I love your puppy. Hi,
Says
puppy.
the shop dog. I think that's what he said.
I'm wearing my Slant Daily Garage shirt, courtesy of Professor P. And you can find Professor P on the AHRA or Slant Daily Garage channels, and they stream on Wednesday nights.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt that on the screen, it looks extremely fuzzy. When I look at it here, it's not. I don't know why it does that.
It's gray, and the green screen's picking it up as
maybe a little bit of green.
There's
and
some green thread in there.
It's doing something weird with it.
Have no fear, the Dougster is here. Dougster Wolverine Garage is another channel that does streaming.
Oh, you know what happened?
Everybody's streaming. Mexican Spec,
you know
Dougster, Slant Daily.
I went to Dougster last night.
Yeah.
When I went to get on there, I saw Mexican Spec was in the middle of a live, and I thought, oh, that's weird. So I clicked on his, and I never got back to Dougster. Sorry about that. I rode through Mexico last night instead of being in Michigan. But I guess we had a good time on the road.
If you guys haven't checked out Dougster Wolverine Garage, you should. You should subscribe to his channel. He's an entertaining guy, and he's slowly, slowly heading for that monetization number so he can, it's a slow grind to get to those numbers. So anyways, we are sort of a community of streamers. A lot of us are streamers or YouTube content creation-ish ologists, guys, personses. So yeah, we shout out our friends because so many people have supported and helped us along the way. The last, is it 3 years now that we've been doing this?
Well,
We
no,
started your channel.
The first video I put up was, I think it was the 3rd of July in 2023. Is that right? It's been over 2 years?
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, it's been over 2 years.
Boy, sometimes it feels a lot longer, and other times it feels like it was just yesterday. Time has a funny way with it.
It was either the day before or the day after the 4th of July of 2023. I think it was the day before.
Yeah, I was out of town, and he decided to make a
I went up to the shop and did one by myself, pressing a wrist pin into a slant 6 piston.
I made a wrist pin removal fixture out of a lawnmower blade in my last video. Although that was on this channel, wasn't it?
You put it on this channel.
There you go. Not too many people watched that. So, I mean, I guess, who removes wrist pins? I think we're very niche. We talk about some niche things. But that's the way she goes. Oh, we got mail today. We could talk about the mail.
Well, just most of the old parts is, Kim, how do you prioritize your projects?
Whatever the spirit moves me. A lot of times it's weather and money.
Something's outside and it's all soaking wet and cold. Stays outside.
Let's do something inside. Yeah, the mud season really does dictate some things for us because you can't get in and out very well with projects. But like the past year, we really put a lot of time in with his car because he wanted to get it up to a safe and reliable daily kind of vehicle, and it is now.
You know what? We got the choke in it, the manual choke.
Oh, he loves his manual choke.
Sometimes
he goes out in the middle of the night. He's like, it's pretty cold. I wonder if my choke works.
It was
like, are you really going out there to start it?
25 degrees outside, 25 Fahrenheit, which is, it's like, I don't know what it is, like quite a bit below zero. So I went out there and normally it's pump the gas like, I'm not kidding, 18 times. And then while I'm cranking it, keep pumping it. Sometimes it starts. Well, I went out there and pulled the choke out. Boom, I'll give it one shot of gas. It fired right up and then eased the choke in and sat there and ran. It was so nice.
And the heater does work.
And the heater warmed it up inside.
Mm-hmm. And the air conditioning works, allegedly.
It does.
As long as it's not too hot.
Today, I went out in the area of our property where there's no trees, and I went out there to mess with the CB radio. I started up my car with the choke, drove out there, parked there, and it was getting toasty warm inside the car already. So I decided to put it up into the defrost position.
Yeah.
Just to see if it works. And as I put it up there, I heard the engine go, It's like, oh, the air conditioning compressor came on because the air conditioning runs with the defroster because it dries the air. So it does work even when it's cold.
Yeah.
It was like 48 degrees when that happened. It gets much colder than that and the air conditioning won't come on. But it came on and it worked just fine. So, yeah, I wanted to tell you that. It worked.
Excellent news. Bon Scott learned to play the bagpipes just for that tune. Well, thank you for that information, Dougster. That's the kind of conversation that you can expect from Dougster. He knows everything about nothing. And I mean that in a good way. Dougster will keep you entertained, and at the end of the time, you won't really be sure what you learned, but you'll know it was something good.
Oh, the choke was successful. Very.
Yeah.
That car, the biggest pain with that car was getting it started when it was cold. Because I had to pump it of the gas, and the the accelerator pump probably isn't as good as it should be. We've had the carburetor. Kim had the carburetor part, but we didn't have a kit, and the accelerator pump didn't work at all. She got all the crud out of it and cleaned the jets and everything. It still isn't very good, so it probably needs a kit or a new seal or something in there. So it barely works. So to start it, you just can't pump enough fuel in there. But when I put the choke on, one pump of the gas, choke on, you can't put it on all the way. You put it on almost all the way, it fires right out. You put it on all the way, it chokes it out. It seals so well.
Oh,
So
that's right. It does. Yeah.
yep. So let's see. What are we forgot something. We started here just talking. Oh, you never gave people points for being here.
I didn't. I
On
didn't
the
give
out.
anybody
Okay, you're
any
not going to
points.
do that. Okay.
None of y'all
that.
got points
skipping
because there
that.
was too many people here. I can't be giving away all
No,
those points.
it's like there were already 19 people here. Yeah.
You're all very much deserving of points, but you're not going to get any.
Oh,
I don't know
geez.
why.
Oh, God.
I just don't feel like awarding points right now.
She was sleeping like
I
half
think
an hour
'cause
ago.
It's cold.
Yeah, and our heater doesn't work. Our main big heater doesn't work. So we got some rooms blocked off, and we got some these little space heaters going. It stays warm, but it's not as warm as we'd like it. And so Kim bundles all up in bed, and then she's asleep. So, and earlier today, she was really busy. She
Hey.
went out and did all kinds of stuff. Oh,
I did.
tell them about your head.
I
Oh, what
went
about my
to
head? No, not that
the
head.
local machine shop here in Clarksville, Tennessee, and they were very nice. And they took my cylinder heads from my 318 that I've been tinkering on in the shop. I didn't like the surface. I cleaned them up real good. I usually scrape them with a razor blade or hit them with the wire brush, and we put the straight edge on it. I just wasn't real happy. I thought this is kind of awful. So I figured, well, I'll take them to the machine shop, see what they say, and we'll decide what to do from there. Well, they said for $75 a head, they'd service them. I don't know if that's a good price or not. That seemed a little bit high, but also not.
Everything's high. So, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I mean, it's cheaper than replacing them for sure. And I can't really, we don't have that kind of tooling or equipment here to. So I said, okay, how long is it going to take? And they said, well, we can have them in a couple days. I said, really? Because in the past, the turnover was months, not days. So that was yesterday. They called me today. They said, come get them. So I must have agreed to too high a price because they were happy to do it like right now. They're like, come pay us. Yeah. Or, they had people there and they got it through right away. And I'm not terribly unhappy. I never want to spend money, but I think I'm just really cheap. Frugal. Extremely frugal. But they look fantastic. And they said they cleaned up at what? 3 thou or 30 thou? 30 thou, I think. So that's pretty.
That's a lot.
Did
You took 30,000
You said
stuff?
3. I don't know what 3 means. 3,000?
3,000? Well, when you were measuring it, you were getting a 2,500 feeler gauge under it. So maybe they did.
I don't know, but they look fantastic. They got all the imperfections out of them, and they are ready to go. So they will absolutely seal. The block measures better than the heads. The one of the heads was a little warped. It was the one on the side where the coolant passages were blocked. So I think it was a little bit overheating. So I feel way better about putting the motor back together like this. And
Oh, what about the one exhaust seat you were worried about?
we didn't do anything with it. We're just gonna live with it.
Okay.
It'll run. It'll run fine. It was running before. It wasn't all burned. It was a little recessed though. He said that it probably needs valve guides. And you saw the other cylinder head, they were horrible, and this one they
This
were
one's
pretty
good. Yeah.
He said that's the only reason he could think of why the valve would be recessed like that.
KRD's here.
Loose guides.
Faith's here. Rob's Rods is here. Good evening, all. It says usually 3 to 7 thousandths. KRD says usually 3 to 7 thousandths. We'll clean them up, and he said three.
He said three.
That's more what I would expect. Yeah.
I said, oh, well, I should have had you take some more off and bump up the compression. He looked at me like, what? And I was like, that's fine. They did do a really nice job. Like, I'm bitching about price, but they did a really nice job. Turnaround was like lightning fast.
What's really
and
good.
And they tanked them because you could tell by the paint is barely.
What's really good is it's a machine shop in town now that's not giving us 8-month lead times. They were quick and they were nice and they're rolling again.
They said, if you're looking to have a motor rebuilt, the lead time we're way behind. But
that's like if you bring them a complete engine, they have to disassemble it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean.
I think but he said for something like this, the machine wasn't busy. So.
Well, and you brought them heads that were disassembled.
They were completely tore down.
Yeah, they didn't have to pull valves
and
out.
they were clean. Like they put them in a tank for a little while, but they were already pretty clean. So, anyways, I don't want to I think we talked about that enough. But that project's moving along really well, and we've been working on your car.
So Hippie Long must have just came in because he says you paid to have the 318 surface. The heads. Yeah. The heads, and they were what, $75 a piece?
Yeah, plus tax.
Well, yeah, you got to pay the governor.
And an additional charge for using your visa. Like, man, they just like whack you coming and going and whoo. But anyways, que sera.
They put now. Did they hurt any fish? Are there fish in hot tank? I didn't have any fish in my hot tank.
Piranhas generally like the heat. Yeah. That's why you don't stick your hand in the hot tank. Because it's actually, they have little piranhas that eat grease. Just in there and they just gobble the grease up off the cylinder.
Oh, that feels good on my back.
It's not supposed to feel good. All right. Kevin Smith says his photos don't match the theme. Let's get him out of the way then. Do you have Kevin's photos?
I do.
Bring Kevin's photos up.
I said there were
never sends us
there were
photos.
A lot of people that sent me pictures that have nothing to do with the theme, but that's okay. Well, what happened was when I first come on, I'm looking for a theme kind of picture to put up. So I'm looking through the email, and everybody I looked at was no convertibles until I found, which one did I find? I found that one. Mexican Spec sent in a bunch of convertibles, and that's one of the ones he sent in.
Good job, Mexican Spec.
What is that, 64 Chrysler? I think. I don't think it's a 63. I can't tell the difference from the front. From the back, I can tell the difference.
I see.
Okay, so.
All of Mexican Specs are convertibles. Yeah, he's on theme. So we do pick a theme. It's not a hard and fast rule, but every week we try and pick a theme ahead of time so that people can just pick out pictures, because not everybody can send pictures of their own project, or maybe nothing's new, so they don't want to send new pictures. So we do the thing where we just pick a theme, and then people send pictures to buckdelcampo@gmail.com. We open up the pictures. We look at the pictures. It's a theme. And but we always like to see people's projects. We like to see your cat, your dog.
We got dog pictures.
Okay. Your yard. If you just mowed the yard and you're really proud of the lines as they go up and down, then send us a picture. Look, there's the wife. Is that the daughter or the niece? It's hard to say.
Okay.
The puppies? So you're right in front of the puppies. I'm going to make
push me. Make us smaller.
I'm going to make us.
You're going to do this mechanically by pushing me over when you can do it electronically? Okay.
Bing.
So.
Lovely.
Kevin.
Buddy Carfano picks a theme. Yes, for a long time, Buddy picked all the themes, but now it is by trial by jury.
We need to narrate this picture. The only convertibles I owned had a Targa top, XY9 baritone, 3 of them. Oh, those are fun cars. Man, those are fun cars. It's like a go-kart, the way it handles. Just man, those things are fun. I remember driving them when they were new. Luis is here. Hello, how you doing?
Oh,
Okay,
so
Kevin
the
Smith.
theme
That's
is
the warden and my
convertible
daughter.
and T-top cars. T-top.
You see what he said? That's the warden and
Yes.
my daughter.
And your daughter. Okay, lovely. And their puppies. And they look like the puppies are dressed up in Halloween costumes. We've got a shark puppy and something else.
Cutter Down Garage is here. Oh, we're
Welcome
getting
in.
a lot of people here. That's good.
Yeah, we really appreciate people being here during the live show because it feels more like a community event when there's live people.
We doing Animal Friends tonight? Oh, it's just like I always say, there's the theme, and it's tonight, it's convertibles and T-tops. But you're welcome to send pictures of yourself, your animals, your garage, your tools, whatever.
Your family.
And so we got a lot of those pictures
the weather,
tonight.
If you have pictures of like snow or rain, flooding, that kind of stuff, it always goes good. People love to see it.
Lightning strikes.
Yeah, anything entertaining all the time, we could talk about it. And if it gets too out of hand, we'll circle back to the topic, right? But, it just makes sure we have something to talk about because sometimes we're boring. And if we don't have a topic, not like Dougster. Dougster can always find a topic. He's really good at that.
Dougster has a pretty good live show. Mexican Spec beat all his from the past last night.
Congratulations, Mexican
That was a home run, man. See, he did lives where he used to... This is a guy that's really improved his lives. He had a live where you sit there and there's like two old derelict cars in his backyard. The camera's pointing at him like for an hour and you can hear Mexican Spec and Miss Spec talking. And once in a while a cat walks out from under one of the cars. Well, then he went to showing...
That was the big action when there was a...
The cat walks out from under one of the cars. Then he went to the picture show showing all the cars. That's pretty good. Then he went to this long drive through the dark in Mexico, stopping to get gas. And he's not loaded. He's got a trailer behind him, but he's not loaded. So there's times he's passing somebody, and you hear the intake go, whoa, and he's speeding up, and he's giving all the speeds in kilometers. So it sounds like he's going really fast. He's going, yeah, I was going 120,
He doesn't like you calling his cars derelict.
Oh, derelict. Well, okay, even you admit that you haven't worked on them in a long, long time, They're sitting there.
Cutter Down asks about the 318, and we just talked about it. I just got the cylinder heads back from the machine shop, which is excellent because the surface was not so good, and they cleaned them right up, and they 2-day turnaround. I was shocked.
It wasn't even 24 hours.
It
wasn't even 24 hours. They call you up. They're ready.
So and they were really friendly. So that was really good news. And I'll be able to move forward with working out. I'm making some special modifications to the cylinder heads that I showed some people in the shop, but we're not going to talk about those tonight because I would prefer to have them there to show you when I'm talking about them. But we're making a couple of trick modifications to see what we could do. And we have some nicer weather coming. We had a really bad cold snap here for the last couple days.
We went from summer to extreme winter in, 2 weeks?
It was 24 this morning when I got up. I was like, no way.
24 Fahrenheit, that's like below zero.
But tomorrow it's going to be like 65 or 68. And then it'll be warm for the next. So
gonna get in the 70s.
Yeah, we'll be back in the shop this week and doing some more work.
Oops, that's small.
The cars can hear you, but they can hear you calling them derelict.
I said my cars will not appreciate that time. They can hear you.
Well, tell them to do something less derelict, like jump up around. Do you have hydraulics? You can press a button
wait a minute.
And they can jump up and down.
Braden says the government is back open. Really?
I think, they made a deal.
That means that I can go to the office I need to go to take care of my business. I can do that tomorrow. Of course, there'll be a line down the street because everybody will have the same idea. But no, I need to go to the Social Security office because I need to make a couple of changes to my Medicare. So I gotta go get that done, and haven't been able to do it. So we can do that.
Yes.
So that excellent.
If you have been living under a rock, it appears that they have reached some type of deal to reopen the government. Oh, yay.
This is not a Ford Thunderbird. That's a Ford. What is that thing called? A Torino Elite. This is
Ooh, elite.
this is
Fancy.
Kevin's. Isn't there a story behind this? Let me see what he wrote. Let me see. I think I have a story
Very
behind it.
boaty. Mm.
Oh, and of course, I closed the email. It says photos of Ford Elite that the warden and I painted back in '88. She stripped the car with aircraft stripper. I remember those gallon jugs. They said aircraft remover on them, like it would take an aircraft away. But really, it took the paint off the aircraft. So she did it with aircraft stripper. Then I primed, blocked, and painted it. I traded it for a cream puff '84 Cavalier wagon a year later. Yeah, we have regrets. So they painted that, did a nice job on it, and then he traded it off for a Cavalier, which at the time probably seemed like a good trade. I
Might
made
have been at the time.
I made a trade one time that, looking back on it, I really came out on the bad side of it, and you do that stuff sometimes. I had a '72 Torino 429, and I'd redone the engine, so it was quick. I liked that car a lot, but I was into the Mazda rotaries at the time, and uh, there was a little RX-3 wagon that I really liked, and it was a good runner. And I knew I'd take the engine apart and make it even better. And I traded it straight off for that Torino. And afterwards, I'm thinking, why did I do this? Now I got this little ring, ding, 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 ding little car. Years later, maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, I was driving up to Travis Air Force Base, and it was at night, and I was on one of the interstates up there in the Bay Area. And I could see that car up in front of me. It looked like my old car, and I got up close to it. California, the same license, the license plates stay on them. I got up close to it, and crap, that's my car. That's my old Torino, you know? And I passed it, and I looked over at it, thought, man, why did I let that go? So, yep, that was not a good trade. And Tanner's here.
Convertibles and T-tops. Tanner is of Vintage Adventure Drives. Check out Vintage Adventure Drives channel, also on YouTube.
Yeah, look at that big old thing. That's like Ford's version of the Monte Carlo.
Crash Roadrunner Garage can finally sign up for Social Security now. And Mexican Spec says give them a little time to go get up to speed. No, there's deadlines.
What now?
Nothing. I was reading comments. Don't worry about it. All right. So Roxy, the Cavalier wagon was a nice car. There, Kevin liked his Cavalier.
Well,
New aircraft stripper is not as good. Yeah, well, nothing new is as good. Back in the old days, they used the harshest chemicals for maximum,
I guess we got to go to Mexico to do that stuff. You see, you know how Tony always goes to Mexico to drag race his cars?
No, does he go to Mexico? That
Yeah,
seems like a long way to
he goes,
go.
I'm in Mexico, yeah.
Oh.
Well, he was, that engine that we tore down,
yeah,
they got it together, they got it in there.
383.
Yeah, well, you know what happened. He stopped and he's pointing the camera at the ground. You hear somebody talking in the background. He goes, well, we had visitors. I didn't know what he meant at first, but what they did was the police parked down the road and were watching
They
them.
were doing burnouts on the side roads.
So they stopped, and the police came and talked to him, and they decided not to keep going. But they didn't get tickets.
They're fine.
Yeah,
everybody likes
it's
to
kind of funny.
Burnout.
It's kind of funny. He says, well, we had visitors. Yeah. Yeah, so if you really go to Mexico.
Tommy Hamlin is here. Hello from Dublin. We are a worldwide, international television show.
Talking about that, where's our Down Under crowd? They're not here.
Well, it's still early down under.
Yeah, probably.
Or is it late? Yes. I don't remember.
One or the other.
Can you believe people on the other side of the planet can watch us live?
Arrows, that old aircraft stripper was ultra good. Oh boy, it would eat the skin to the bone if you got it on you. Oh, I used to get it on me sometimes. You just got to get it off in a
Yuck.
hurry. Yep. The stuff I really miss is the old McKay parts dip carburetor cleaner. You put a carburetor in that stuff for like 20 minutes, pull it out and wash it off, and look like a shiny new carburetor. Carburetor
Ah, the
cleaner
dip.
today, you gotta
Still got to
work at it.
scrub,
You gotta
yeah.
scrub, and it doesn't ever look as good. But it gets the carburetor clean, I guess.
Yeah, you just throw it away and buy a new one. We're in a
Yeah, and then you
disposable society
get a
now.
get a Chinese one. All the Chinese ones seem to work, but they do get cruddy inside rather quickly because I don't think the surface is quite right. Oh, this is an unusual car from Buddy Garfano. I can't zoom that in
You
because
can't zoom that one.
no, it's a link.
All right,
So
let me see.
I cannot zoom in
Look at
links.
that. I'm magic.
You're magic.
Magic.
That's a 70 Monte Carlo. Man, my Aunt Monte Carlo had a set of those wheels exactly like that. The wide, what do they call those things? Rally wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it to an upholstery shop that was in kind of not the best area of town. Went down there, dropped it off. The guy got the upholstery. He redid the whole interior on it. He did a really nice job. I went down there and paid him for it, but I was in my another car. So I drove back to the shop, and then it was right at closing time. So he was closing. And then I got a ride from somebody else down there to pick up the Monte Carlo. And in that half hour time, between when he closed and when I got back down there, somebody had stolen the caps and the beater rings off my wheels.
Wow.
So I drove that car around for the rest of the time I had it with no hubcaps or
Never had him again.
never had them again. I couldn't afford to buy those. Everybody wanted a bunch of money for them.
You should have gone to swap meet and bought yours back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like I'd be able to tell they were mine, you know. Look how the Monte front end and the Limited look similar. The Limited. I like the color of the Chevy. Mine was a '72 Monte Carlo, which is this body style, and it was kind of a gold, kind of a light gold color. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Tanner used a plumb bob to measure out where to cut the wheel openings on the Scamp. Good work.
Oh, we got to see it. Is there video up of it yet? I don't know.
He's
I
been
can't
working on it.
I can't keep up with all the videos. I watch some of his stuff. I watch some of everybody's stuff, but man, I just can't keep up with it all. I'm waiting for these pictures right here. They're not to the point I can download them yet. They're still rolling in. Where is the okay?
Inspector Bruce says his favorite degreaser cleaner was trichloroethane until they outlawed it. Well, that wasn't nice of them.
What is the problem here?
Maybe it shouldn't have hurt so many people, and then they wouldn't have had to outlaw it.
Probably hurt some butterflies or something.
That could happen.
I'm
Spotted
I'm really
grouse.
trying to download pictures here, Kim, and I'm struggling with it. So if you could keep why don't these come down?
How could I possibly?
What is wrong?
We're only on like our third picture of the night, so.
Yeah, but these won't.
Dark red looks good on most cars. You know, this red, I think there was a 65 Bonneville in the barn out back of my grandma's when I was a kid. It was in that red. Didn't look quite that good though. And the Firehawk tire. Oh, they are Goodyear Firehawk tires.
I had Goodyear Firehawks on a. What's the one that looks like a Cavalier, but it's a Pontiac?
Tanner, I saw the video
Can't think
of
of it.
your of you doing a burnout in your Scamp, or maybe I saw a short. I don't remember, but you were definitely doing a burnout. No, it was a cold start short, I think.
Is there a top
The
on
car
what
has a
car?
really good rumble.
Is there a top on what car? Mexican spec.
No, it doesn't have a top on it.
It has the cover back there where the top is. You know, the whatever they call that cover. Yeah, Sunbird. It was a Pontiac Sunbird. I had a 70. That's wrong. I'm in the wrong decade. I had a 92 Pontiac Sunbird, a bright red one. And now I don't remember what I was going to say about it.
Okay.
But it was, I really liked that car.
The T1000 was a Chevette. It was
It was.
also an evil shape-shifting robot from the future. T1000.
I don't know why
Mexican
these
Spec says that could be covering where they chopped the roof off. Do you think that's what it is? You never know. It could just be AI, too.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't they make convertible Monte Carlos or not? I don't know. I don't remember. It's like I don't remember those. So somebody maybe did that?
No, no one would ever cut the roof off of a nice old car.
So they made a roadster out of it? Man, I really want to download these pictures and they won't download.
Why not?
I don't know.
Mm.
Problems.
Problems.
Okay, I'm going to close this browser. I may have to reboot this computer, which would be
What?
really unfortunate. Because that's what happened last time. I had to reboot it.
Well, you can't reboot it midstream.
Why not?
Well, because I'm using your picture.
Okay, can you put pictures up from yours while I fuss around with this? Because I'm having tremendous problems here.
All right, guys, we're going to have to... I'm taking over the show. This is my submission for tonight.
Why is that popping up over there?
Please don't mumble over me.
Okay.
I am doing stuff right. So my submission for the show tonight is my Nissan 300ZX T-Top Edition. It is the Z31, and it has a little wingy ding in the back. It doesn't have the louvers. Mine's missing the louvers, but it does have the wing, and it's got the T-tops, and it's got the pop-up lights like this. And it's pretty cool. But it doesn't run. It's been sitting on the trailer since I bought it like 2 years ago. It has been sitting on that trailer. And it is not the turbo. It is the naturally aspirated model. But it's okay. It's pretty neat. It's like a dream car. But I don't know if I'll ever get it running. Because I have so many other things to do. Maybe I'll put the 318 in it. Maybe that's what I'll do with the 318 is put it in the Nissan. Braden sent in pictures, and George Daly says he has a 91 Firebird.
Oh, George Daly. Somebody new. Somebody new. Good evening. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm struggling with a computer that's giving me fits. Don't know why. Okay. But I've got it back going again.
And George rebuilt the headlight motors from his 91 Firebird. Oh, are they problematic in the Firebirds? Sometimes they just need taken apart and cleaned out. Then they will work again. What year was that Monty she had?
The one that was just up there?
It's like a 70.
It was a 70.
70?
That one that was on the screen, that convertible, was a 70.
What happens when you right-click on those pictures?
You don't have the options to do what I want. Normally there's a little arrow that comes up down here, but it's not doing that anymore.
Well, okay. You're gonna have to move on to something else.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I've got to get this working. It's.
No, I mean we need you.
I know, and I'm in the middle of a big mess. I'm sorry.
Oh no. We
It's
can't reboot your computer in the middle of the stream. Please don't ever do that to me again.
why?
Because I really don't want you to do that.
Well, it won't download pictures. I got
From
it.
that one person. You could have delayed that till close to the end of stream.
It won't take that long to straighten this out.
Stubborn.
No, well, our whole show is downloading people's pictures, and it stopped. So, we'll look at some other pictures. You've got these pictures.
That's
Got some
the
other
Nissan
pictures.
300ZX.
You could put up some other convertibles. That is a convertible. That's a T-top. Oh, Chevy never sold a convertible in the as a Monte Carlo, huh?
Dougster says.
George says we are funny because we're sitting here struggling. Imagine that, struggling with a computer that won't work
Dougster
properly.
says that the Monte is a special car. No convertibles were offered by GM, but a conversion company would do the work with GM parts, so it was pricey.
Go do
Lester
stuff.
LeSabre had a 1986 300ZX. And I did read when I first got the car, I remember reading that, one of the major shortcomings of the 300 is the complication. They had some of the original variable valve timing setups in them. And they were there was a lot of fancy technical computerized stuff in them for a car from the mid 80s. And when that stuff went wrong, it was really problematic because people didn't know how to work on it. So there was no good technicians. And then as the technology moved rapidly, they were older cars that got left behind because they were like new stuff. Anyways, I still think it's a neat looking car. It's fun to look at and dream about how cool it could be if it weren't partially taken apart, not running, and of completely unknown condition. I don't even know why it's all taken apart. The guy I got it from, he had a twin turbo car and he was going to take, I guess his car was wrecked and he was going to take the front off of this car and put it on that car, and he just scrubbed the whole mission. And so the car, it was very much a basket case, but I don't know if there was something wrong with the motor. I assume you wouldn't just get a perfectly good car and start taking it apart. Lots of gimmicks in it. Made them cool, but wouldn't want to work on it. Yeah, digital dash and gimmicky stuff like that. The dual cams messed things up. Wonderful.
I'm almost there, Kim.
Barrows says, Nader really put the hurt on convertibles, starting in the 70s. Gave birth to the T-tops and Targas as a way to get around the safety regs. I forgot about that. They made regulations and it made T-tops way easier for them to produce. And that
I
was
couldn't
the
believe
golden era of T-top cars.
I thought convertibles were over forever, and probably they're not really safe. But then it became legal again, and I don't know. They did it. Okay, it seems to me I'm downloading pictures again. I'm
Hippie
sorry.
Long says, so exactly how many cars do you have sitting around? We've tried to count them, but they're elusive. There's cars in the weeds that we forget about. There's like large portions of cars that aren't whole cars. Like how many of those subframes from GM subframe things do you have, and other special
Oh yeah, we got
things?
chunks of cars.
But there was 11 or 17, somewhere between 11 and 17 cars here. Most of them are non-op, but there's many more that run now than before. Let's see. There's 4 that are road legal right now. And then there's another 1, 2, 3, 4 that could be driven, like I could drive up to the grocery store if it was legally tagged. And then there's another, I don't know, dozen or so that are parts or.
May I ask why you don't turn them into dollars? Well, you know what you get for a rusty car that has most of the parts missing? I think they charge you to take it away. So
Yeah,
we
I
turn them
could
into negative dollars.
I could take them to the scrap, but like we want to use parts off of them or potentially repair them, but they're not worth money. They're not like valuable cars.
Okay, Kim, I've got pictures up again. I've been able to download. It's working.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know you didn't want me to reboot, but
I didn't.
it's working. So
Yeah, I gave you a really hard time about rebooting.
okay. So this is like
Did I give him a hard enough time, guys?
an old picture from Kevin
I can give
Smith.
you a very firm finger shaking. Okay. Look sad and browbeaten for a moment.
So this,
Good work.
what is this? Spray money doesn't buy brains. What is this? What's your favorite? All these. What's your favorite? This. What's your favorite? That. What's your favorite country band? What's your favorite bluegrass band? What's your favorite music band? I don't know. And then, what's your favorite board game? Have we ever played a board game? I don't think so.
Yeah, at your son's house that one night we played some games.
Oh, yeah, I didn't participate in that. Okay,
That's because you're no fun.
Kevin Smith.
I played the game.
Kevin Smith says he had hair 42 years ago. So that's Kevin Smith 42 years ago.
And his wife and his daughter. Thank you, Kevin.
And this he sent. He says it's not a convertible or a T-top, but he thinks it kind of fits because when you put that thing down and roll all the windows down, you feel like you're in a convertible.
Oh, 'cause it's very open.
Yeah, because the breezeway's open. And there's what it looks like with the breezeway up. Kevin and Warden were a great-looking couple. Look at that, the breezeway. I remember breezeways. I remember we had friends that had cars with breezeways back in the 60s.
What's a breezeway?
See that window in the back? That thing, it's a power window. It goes. Zzz. See, there's those two rails,
Yeah.
and that middle part goes down.
Oh, I've never seen a car with a breezeway like
And
that
if
from
you
the back window.
Don't open up the side windows, the exhaust comes in there. But if you roll the side windows down a little bit, it blows through. And what people used to do is they'd run the breezeway down like an inch or so, and then just turn on the vent on the inside of the car, and the air would flow through. They were kind of nice. And yeah, Lincoln had some way back, and then Mercury did them for years. Mercury did the breezeways. So he had a breezeway. There it is. There's a more normal, set and level. What is that? A 64? I think could be a 63. Don't know. What's it say?
Dougster tells us that GM made T-tops. Oh, before GM made T-tops, Hearst made them. They were smaller than the tops we know and had the name Hearst Hatch on them.
Hearst Hatch. I
didn't know
remember
that.
Hearst had T-tops.
Kevin says that's the car that burned to the ground a month after I painted it.
Oh no.
That would be awful. Kevin said he cried just a little bit. Yeah, that would be.
We have one car that was in a fire, but we bought it after the fire.
Yeah.
And that's the one that
The worst that we have done was I had the engine out of the Subaru twice.
and Mexican specs
And I
didn't.
had it sold. I had the $1,700 in my hand, and we were driving, and the car stopped right out front of the house, and it wouldn't restart. And I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh no, the timing belt broke again, and this is not going to restart. And it wouldn't. And I handed the man back his money. I said, I can't sell you the car. It's broken. And he was like, well, is it? I'm like, no. It's broken.
Which one was this?
The Subaru.
The Subaru. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She already had the money. He was on the way
He
out
was
the
like
driveway.
in shock. He was like, "What?" I'm like, "It's broken." He was like, well, can you? And I'm like, no, no, I can't.
Well,
It's broken.
you know what? A lot of people would have just go, "You bought it. It's your problem." But you didn't. You were honest about it, and you went out of the street where, as far as he got, and you handed him all his money back. You know,
No, that was the other. That was the green car where I gave the guy the money back, and we fixed it,
we fixed it, and then you got all the money
and then he
again.
paid me. Yeah,
I thought you gave the guy the money back of the Subaru. Oh, he never paid you?
he had handed me the money,
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, and you gave it back to him.
but you know, we hadn't done anything with the title yet or anything like that, and the car just stopped, and it was like, well, shoot, where's? Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's too bad that happened. Yeah, Mexican Spec's giving me a hard time because I couldn't remember if that was a 63 or 4. See, I know the Fords are well. The Mercury's, sometimes I get a year wrong or something, so I guess maybe it's a 63. I can light a cigarette. There, Rose. I can light a cigarette with all the windows up, and that breezeway sucks the smoke out with no wind noise. So what do? You open up the vents, just the vents, the air vents up front, and it just shoots through. X and Spec says, I think 66 was the last year for the breezeway. That's what I think. I knew people that had a 66 breezeway when I lived in South Dakota, and I don't remember any after 66. But they bought it new in 66. So I remember that. Um, okay, I've got more pictures I'm downloading. Wow, and it looks like they're going to download. Um,
Hmm.
and this is from Gearhead. Is Gearhead here? I think he is.
Oh, there's our reminder that it's Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Thank you to all who have served. If you have family who have served, thank you, because it is a family thing.
And my father's birthday was on Veterans Day, and he was veteran. And he always liked that. We always celebrated Veterans Day and my father's birthday, same day. It was kind of cool. Today would have been his 99th birthday. Wow. He made it till 91, so. Let's see here. Ron Ward has sent another picture. Oh, what's he got here? Today's project, he says. Let's see what he sent us.
Vintage says, I have the cut lines roughed out on the Scamp. I just need to find something with a nice radius to mark a radius into the upper line.
Oh, so he hasn't got, he needs a thing. Man, this is where I go around looking at all the lids that come off of Tupperware, that kind of thing.
Yeah, how about a nice garbage can lid?
Garbage can lids, every paint can lids, everything, and they're always like really close, but not quite perfect, you know. But once in a while, I find something, and then it's pretty good. So let's see here. Ron Ward sent this. Says
Look at the size of them secondaries.
today's project, and then he had another picture of probably the same thing. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, compass makes a great radius. Thing is, like a wheel well, there's nowhere to put the center of the compass. Oh,
Right.
you could take a big piece of cardboard and use a compass. And if you don't have a compass, I use a string and a nail, and then put the pencil in the string, adjust the length you want, and go like this on the cardboard. Then cut the cardboard pattern out. Of course, that's some extra steps. But yeah, a string and a pencil and a nail makes a good, or even a finger and a string and a nail makes a good compass. Who sent this one in? I don't know, but it's not a convertible or a T-top.
Uh-oh.
Well, on Mexican Spec sent in a whole bunch more. So I'm going to bring those up. It's a Cougar with a checkerboard license plate looking thing. Best gas station. What is the name of the best gas station you like to go to? Man, when I was 16, I worked in a place called Save More. There was one Save More station. He used to get gas from a place called Time Oil Company, which is long since gone. But we had the cheapest gas in town. It was 29.9. We sold one grade, premium. That's all we sold. 29 cents, 29.9 cents. Basically 30 cents a gallon. It was like that for the whole year and a half I worked there. 30 cents a gallon. One time we went up a penny and then came right back down a penny. And it's just the way it was back then. One. Oh, can I wait on yours? Okay, I'll wait on yours. We'll just take it away. We're back to the carburetor.
You know what? He's probably wants us to wait till after Kiwi's done. So more people are here.
I see. Yeah, Kiwi is going.
Am I right, Mexican Spec?
I saw Kiwi up.
Is he?
Yeah, well, because when I rebooted, I had to go to YouTube. So when I clicked on YouTube before I went to my channel, yeah, it prompted me to. Oh,
Kiwi?
because I'm eating dinner.
Oh, he's eating dinner. That's
well,
fair.
share
That's
dinner.
fair.
Kim, how's your night going so far? Says Faith.
Pretty good, Faith. Thanks for asking. Faith says we're the best YouTubers out there. I don't know about that.
Man, Mexican Spec.
But we're out here.
The day before yesterday, he took that Omega, that strange-looking Volkswagen thing, up to the U.S. border.
Omega.
And we were watching that live and you asked him to put the camera out the window to see what things look like. And when he did that, you could see the rear view mirrors. You could see the Omega on the trailer going along. That was pretty cool. And then he did the video on the way back. Yeah, there's Omega. That's what he took up to. It was a different color, but he took one of those things up to the American border, and they got across the border, and the new owner's in Yuma, Arizona, and they got it to Yuma, and he's happy he's got it. So that's pretty good. Oh, good. Mexican Spec says, I'm going to do a video. I have so many stories from this trip. Well, that's good. I watched you towing that thing up there when Kim asked you to put the camera out the side, and then I could see the rearview mirror. I'm thinking that big old flat front end just blasting into the wind when you're pulling it. I bet that sucks some gas down. Your trip back, you probably got a lot better fuel economy without that in tow. Luis says, Tonka? No, that's a Omega. Omega. It's a Volkswagen that has a Volkswagen engine, but it's up front. And I guess it drives the front wheels. And it's quite a thing. And I guess there's some of them around. And he sold one to somebody in the U.S. Pretty cool.
Well, it looks like there's a blue one, and a brown one, and a red one, and a white one.
And he had a green one.
At the minimum.
Didn't he have his was green, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't green. It was like a brighter color than green.
Brighter color than green.
Brighter than green.
There's a bright one.
Yeah. It was brighter green than that even, wasn't it? It was this green. That might even be...
Yeah, that might be it.
Omega.
So, yeah, he drove it around some, and normally he drives them up the border. He goes, I'm not driving that thing up to the border.
He didn't like driving.
Well, it's probably not meant for, doing an 800-kilometer trip. Okay, and he says he almost got double the fuel economy coming back. Wow. Yes, if you want a nice car from Mexico, one that comes from a dry environment that doesn't have rust, that's and He'll find you a good car. He's found bad ones for people and gone, nope, this isn't good enough to sell to somebody, and he'll find him a better one. So they come on, come on, Braden. So the you know, he'll work you a deal and get you the car, the rust-free car you want.
Be back in a second. I gotta find something to drink.
Kim's got to find something to drink. My guess is the coffee pot's going to come on. You don't want any coffee. What do you want to drink? Did you buy anything in the store?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Kim says yes. Oh, you left your drinks in the car? What, to keep them cold? George Daly says beer. She won't drink beer. Beer, bourbon. What is it? One scotch, one bourbon, and one beer? Kevin Smith, I want a Tri-5 T-Bird. A dream car, Wimbledon White, if I ever get rich. Man, those cars have always been just out of my reach, you know? I got my driver's license in 1970. That was my dream. Have 55, 6, or 7 Thunderbird. I couldn't quite pull it off. Because I was working at a gas station making minimum wage, and it wasn't going to happen. So then, as I got older, I could make more money, and as I made more money, the price on those cars went up. In fact, the price on the cars was going up, and I was making more money, and the price was going up, and I was making more money. The gap was getting bigger. So, now they're old, and they're hard to find good ones. Then they came out with one, what, an 02, 3, and 4, the little 2-seat Thunderbirds. I kind of like those, but, that's a modern electronic car that's now getting old. Oh, American Graffiti inspired your dream car. That was a nice white 57. I I don't like how the tail on the 57, the tail end's too long. It looks out of proportion. But the dashboard on the 57 is really good. Can you look that up, please?
Yeah,
57 Thunderbird dashboard. Man, do I like that.
Thunderbird?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. It went to it before you finished typing a request. It started looking.
AI.
AI. Yeah, any one of those. Well, see the red one right there. Now that's a 50. That's a 55 or 6.
Oh, that's branded.
That's a 55 or 6. There's a 50. There's a 57. The 57 basically has the dash of the 56 full size Ford, except there's a tachometer in a hole instead of a generator light, and there's a clock or something in there. But I just think that dash is. I really like that. Nice big round speedometer. It goes to whatever it goes to. 140 or something. Pretty cool.
Oh, Vintage Adventure Drive says that we're wearing the same shirts. That's right. I'm wearing my
Slant
Daily Garage t-shirt.
Yeah, so who likes that 57 Thunderbird dash? 1 year dash for the Thunderbird.
The smallest size he had was large, so I'm kind of swimming in it.
Oh, see, that's too small for me by one size. It's funny. It depends on the brand. Some brand shirts, large is perfect. Some of them I can't do that. I get an extra large, and then it's like too bulky and the armpits hang way down, But I don't know. That's how the world is. George A. says, I was 13. You were 13 when?
For his first car, it was a 62 Buick Special.
Oh, I see. I missed that.
Come on, catch up.
Yeah, man.
It's cold.
It is a little on the cool side, isn't it? Well, look what you're wearing and look what I'm wearing. Yeah, put on a sweatshirt or a
I got my
jacket or
coat.
a
It's got
coat.
furry on me.
You got,
It's got furry around it.
there was like a 55 or 56 T-bird behind me in traffic the other day. Everyone was talking. Everyone was taking their old stuff out before the cold. Oh, okay. Luis says, I was 12 years old in 2015. Man, you're a 21st century, complete 21st century guy. Kevin Smith, my first car was a 65 and a half Ford LTD 390 4-barrel 2-speed FMX limited edition. You know, at that 2-speed FMX, you put it in a different notch. It's 3-speed. It went 2-speed drive, 3-speed drive, and then low. It's a weird shift pattern. Yeah. You see, you can tell a car guy. Yeah, somebody that's not a car guy. What kind of car they had? Oh, some old Ford. You talk to a car guy, and they say 65 and a half Ford LTD 390 4-barrel 2-speed, and I'm surprised he didn't put the color in there. With skirts. With skirts. Barrows, my grandmother always speeded, so I'd sneak in and push the button on her Buick to swap the speedo to kilometers per hour to slow her down in Pocatello. It worked, but she thought people there drove really fast. That's a huge difference. She couldn't tell. I used to go to Canada back in the 80s. I thought it was really cool because we had 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. Up there in Alberta, it was 110, which is 69 miles an hour. It felt really good to be able to go 69 legally when all I could go was 55 legally in the U.S.
Well,
I,
Buddy Carfano got a Lucas ad,
hmm,
and we use Lucas products. They're good.
2 points.
And you get 2 points for telling us about the advertise, and that tracks, right? If you're watching this, you probably like cars, and you might be interested in a fuel or oil additive. And we're happy with the Lucas products that we've used. Not sponsored, but kind of sponsored, I
Well,
guess.
and we use their assembly lube when we're putting engines
That's
together.
right. I just was using Lucas Assembly Lube when I put the crankshaft back in of the 318.
Vintage says, I fired up my Scamp while there was ice on the windshield. I then drove it to town. Did the ice clear up? Is there heat on the windshield, or you just drive looking
He
through
didn't have heat in that car.
a shower door? Vintage, you do new heater core yet? Oh, okay. They're asking, did he do that? George, I used to pull motors between trees. Yeah, I knew a guy that had a big tree with a big branch on it. And he had a come along of all things, you know, with a cable. That's what he pulled stuff out, engines out with. Dougster says the Retro Bird. Retro Bird. 1970 Ford LTD was in Rugrats Go Wild. Oh, George says the chain is still there.
The trees ate the chain. I've seen that where you leave a chain around a
and
tree
it
too
grows
long.
around it. Well, it's
You
not going to
leave-
come off now.
No. Oh man, someday when somebody cuts that tree up with a chainsaw, they're gonna hit that chain.
Oh,
That'll be the end of that bar.
that'll be years from now. They won't have chainsaws. They'll have a saw with a laser, and they'll do it.
That's true. They will. That makes perfect sense. And Kevin says, now y'all know what Kev and the Warden Roxana looks like. Yes, we appreciate the opportunity to get to know so many of you through these lives. It's nice. It's fun.
Thing? What is this thing came up? Cash Bash. close that nonsense. I think that came up when I
Olive
rebooted.
says it was $900, so I kind of tuned out. Olive says I got an ad for some bafflingly named electric bicycle or something. Well, I'll give you the 2 points, but you're supposed to tune in well enough to get the brand name. But sometimes the commercials are not very clear on that kind of thing. They want you to click. So, $900 for an electric bicycle was like really normal, though. Those batteries are expensive.
Ron Ward says, view from my office today.
Oh, well, let me put that picture up where they could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Oh, that's too big.
it is not.
Well, it's cutting off over here. You can see the dash. Over there, you can't see the dash.
What part of the dash do you want to see? The glove box?
Can't you shrink that?
A little bit, but you're not missing any of it. That's what the picture is.
Well, no. Look at.
You want to see the glove box. That's what
I
you
want to see the whole picture.
giving me a hard time.
But I know you have the ability to do that. There, now you got the whole picture. I mean, somebody sent the whole picture.
Well, I only wanted the middle.
Zoom in on the speedometer to see how fast
My
he's going.
clicky finger, you're making it work so much. Having a battery between your legs, great plan. I mean, it's a bicycle. If it catches on fire, you just jump off.
Gearhead says OBS, which I think means old body style, whichever old body style that is. Chevys, their heaters cook you out. You know what cooks you out is a good heater core, because a lot of cars have clogged up heater cores. But my little Mercury Zephyr right now, it was so cold last night. It was like 24 degrees. I went out there, started it right up, warmed it up, and it was nice, warm, so toasty warm in there. That's because we got a new heater core in there, clean system and everything. Really
Kevin Smith says his 95 Oldsmobile wagon will melt your eyebrows. Not my eyebrows!
Yeah, 62 to 72, 67 to 72 Chevy truck. That's right.
Texture remaining on the wheel is remarkable. It sure is.
That's one of my favorite body style trucks right there, Chevy, 67 through 72. And I don't know why they don't call that the square body, because the one after that's more rounded off, and they call that the square body. This one is quite square, and I like this body style truck. Mexican Spec says, heat in a car puts me to sleep. Oh, yeah, but that's because you look where you live. Last night he was, they're kind of cooling off. Well, yeah, it was down to what, 75 degrees?
75? That's not that cold.
Well, going up there, it was what, 90 something or 80 or 90 something degrees. I said, you remember how cold it was here. And he was in the 80s or 90s or something in Mexico, cruising along that really nice road.
Mexican Spec says those batteries pop. I've never heard of anybody complaining that the batteries pop. But I agree with Olive. It's when you're charging them overnight that the batteries are. Yeah, they'll burn your house down.
What battery's that?
That is what happened to the Lost Fire. Is they told us that the car was
or are they using one of those newfangled battery chargers?
Some kind of battery maintainer set the thing ablaze.
George says, I seen you check your antifreeze.
We did.
Oh yeah, I did a short on that. That's right.
We did a short
and we
make sure your antifreeze is right.
And we did her car too, but we just didn't do a video on it. But we got hers is probably protected down to like 40 or 50 below or something.
Make sure your RV is winterized. Make sure your pressure washer is fully drained. Your pressure washer. I brought the pressure washer in the other night because it was freezing out pretty good, and I was like, "Oh, I better take that in the house," because I was like shaking it, and there was just water, like a little water coming out. The little piston in there that pumps the water will just crack in half. Blame China for bike fires. That's right, Hippie Long. They don't care. China doesn't care about safety.
Especially when it's halfway around the world. Kevin Smith, question: has anyone ever used a .22 caliber bullet for a bus fuse? The little round fuses. I heard it's not. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. I heard it's not a good idea. Well, how about a little piece of copper tubing? That ought to be good for about 500 amps. You know, it's like,
Mexican Spec says we call antifreeze coolant. So we had this discussion the other
oh
day.
man,
Is
I
any
always
liquid can be coolant,
I always call it coolant.
but just
Always. And
but
she's
not
like,
all
no.
coolant is
She
antifreeze.
go, oh, no, it's not coolant. It's antifreeze. I go, coolant. I've always, it's the same. And she's, no, no, no. So we had this discussion. It's borderline
Any
on an
liquid
argument.
that can transfer heat is coolant, but it's only antifreeze if it lowers the freezing temperature.
When I was a little kid, we lived in Southern California. If it was going to get down near freezing, they put antifreeze in the car right then. And then it was alcohol. And that would bring the freezing temperature down. Of course, after you drove the car a little while, the alcohol would dissipate. It would, it'd just go away. So the next time it freezes, you got to put more antifreeze in. And I remember that when I was a little kid.
I think that's how RV antifreeze is.
So it could be. So then, like pretty much cars started coming with coolant in them or antifreeze, as Mexican spec says. Coolant is shorter than antifreeze, no hyphen. Well, I guess if that's the problem, the problem is that when I order the stuff, I always ordered coolant, radiator shops. I used to get 55-gallon drums, coolant. It was ethylene glycol antifreeze. And I don't know, I just got in the habit of calling it coolant, so I still do that. Maybe I shouldn't. And Kim says, in the videos, call it antifreeze so people understand that they're not going to get a can of this, what do they call that, wetter water stuff, which I suppose you might call it coolant. But what is this? George, I ate Drano. Same. What? No, no, no. You know what Drano is? That's the same stuff you put in a hot tank.
Caustic. Very nasty stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you put that in water and heat it up, and that's what you can boil all the stuff off of parts with. Less the saber. It's coolant antifreeze. Yeah, and the bottles mostly say both on them. But Kim pointed out that one of them just said antifreeze on it. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to look at more pictures.
Okay.
My issue is if I send a vehicle to cold climate, I have to winterize it here before it arrives there. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to sell cars to the U.S., yeah, you probably should put the right stuff that people in the U.S. expect in the cooling
glycol
system.
or whatever that garbage is in there.
Just figure it into your
bad
pricing.
Things will happen.
Figure it into your pricing. Okay. Granddad
Vintage, he's
here?
just not moving through the pictures tonight. And if I shout at him about it, then he'll just go really fast through them all. So.
I just said I'm gonna go do this. This one, Buddy Carafano sent in a picture of a Zephyr
and somebody
convertibilized it.
Convertibilized it is a generous.
See where the paint is that's supposed to be on the basket handle that goes over the roof? It's just lopped off right there. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't think anything about what this picture is.
I don't really like that car.
Boy,
I don't like the paint. I don't like they convertibilized it. I mean, they could have left that basket handle band around the top.
Made it into a T-top car.
Yeah, well, the client will pay for it. Yeah, of course, you figure it into your everything. But if I sent pictures of Barracuda, said, okay, let me see what I've got here. I know I'm not keeping up with the pictures at all.
That Zephyr doesn't really convert to anything else. Yeah, they can turn that Zephyr into like a little mini truck, and it kind of looks okay.
I'm downloading again. It's working. This is Hippie Long sent pictures, like he said, of his Barracuda.
Olive sent a kitty picture.
I saw that there. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But
It's on the
it's on
the agenda.
Okay, where did these pictures go? Boo, I can't find them. Where did they go? Oh, here they are.
Convertible
This,
converts into
okay,
something else.
that
That's
is
true.
I cannot shrink it down any further. There
How's
you
that?
go.
That is Hippie Long's Barracuda. That's a lovely
Dougster
car.
says, I need to winterize the Valkyrie for hibernation tank tip top full, carbs ran empty, garnished with battery tender and motorcycle cover viola. Sleep like a. Hey, have you got? That's liquid cooled, right? Let's see
Yeah.
here. He's gonna. It's been really cold up there where he is. Is it late to do that? Okay. Oh, there's an empty engine compartment. There's a place for your 318.
Yeah. Would it fit in that Barracuda okay? I guess the 273
Yeah, 273 fit in it, so your 318 should fit. You know, it's an LA engine.
Mm-hmm. Well, 360 is wider, isn't it? It's taller. It would have to be wider.
Is the deck height higher?
Yeah.
Well, but yours in it. It's a 318, or is the 318 deck height
Right, but-
higher than a 273?
No.
I don't think so.
No, but you said it's an LA engine. Well, there's a 360 LA, and it's
Oh, I thought
wider.
I thought the 360 and 318 had the same deck height. Shows what I know about
No.
Chryslers.
No, wait a minute. No, it's high. They're higher deck height, I believe.
Hippie Long 273 Commando would smoke the 318. Yeah, if you had a 318 that goes that good, you're going to have to do something to it. Okay, Vintage says all LA engines are the same dimensions. I bet he knows.
Really?
Hippie Long 273 to 360 fits. Unless it's a 318 poly, which I'd like to put eventually in the Valiant, but they look wider, but I don't think they're that much wider. 273 Commando is a ripper. Yep. So anyway, we showed the pictures, or showing the pictures of the. I want to go back to the front. Back to the front. That sounds silly. Oops, that's too far. Guess this is the front. That looks a lot like. Look at how small the back tires are. That's a lot how Jamie's looks, except he's got that 66 Dart front end on it, which gives it a whole nother thing. Kevin, AMT model company just reissued the 65 Barracuda kit. Really? If it's a V8 frame, you could put a 440 in it. Yeah, like One-Eyed Cat, he's got a 440 in a 62 Valiant, a Road Toad Valiant, and it is in there, but there's no more room for anything else. But yeah, that car goes pretty good. Yeah, I haven't seen the one-eyed the One-Eyed Cats, the Mr. and Mrs. One-Eyed Cat in here yet tonight.
Braden asks when we're going to work on the Spitfire. I think the Spitfire has gotten.
It got pushed back a little bit.
It's getting pushed back.
Because the Valiant's going to be first. We got a couple of things to do that are not major projects, which is I want to, I don't know what did I say I needed to do to my car before I did that? Oh, the horns. Oh, which I'll get to on my car. In your car, we need to start it and run it. And then we're going to pull the Valiant in and start making a ute out of it. So the next big job will be making a kind of an Australian clone, sort of tribute car.
Yes. And we would already have that in the shop, but we had some really cold days, and we just decided that it was better to just stay warm, work on little this and that.
Oops. I made a
But
mistake here.
yeah,
Let's suspect. Don't get mad at me. Okay, we'll come
but
back to that.
but tomorrow is supposed to be really nice, or Thursday, so we will be moving forward with the Valiant here any moment, maybe.
Oh, here we go. This is from Tanner. I'm sorry, I'm sort of skipping around here. Oh, where is the picture? Here it is. Cool picture. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on it. I can do it. I can go in, but I can't go out. Look at that thing. Man. I belong. I was wondering what heard good and bad things about it, but I wouldn't be able to get the parts back to the people right now. Hey, Mexican Spec, if they worked out the problems on how to collect the tariff on boxes you mail into the U.S. yet, or are you still blocked from sending stuff? I think that's terrible. I don't want to get into politics of it, but they put a tariff on something. Okay, fine, we got to pay the tariff. But then they don't know how to collect it, so they're not allowing boxes to come in from Mexico. It's like, you got to be kidding me. So I hope they straighten that problem out, because the tariff isn't that high on, the other products that Mexican Spec sells, which are, turn signal lenses, taillight lenses, side marker lenses, all this stuff. And he can't ship them because, no, the government has been closed. Oh, that's right. The government was closed. So they couldn't fix the problem. Jeez. Oh, my God. Vintage says, that's a screenshot from a video I put out today. Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's probably a good video, seeing that view. It looks like there's smoke coming from the tire. Is that smoke coming from the right rear? Oh, yeah, there is a little smoke, isn't there? Coming from both tires. Kevin Smith says, now that's a project. Which is a project? The Valiant. I hope that's what you're talking about. Okay, Vintage says, for those who don't know, she's a 74 Plymouth Scamp with a 400. Oh, you put a 400 in that. Did I see that? I knew you put an engine in it, but I don't remember what engine it was. Well, if it looks like Tanner needs side marker lights. Yeah, I mean, I wish you could send them to him. You know? George says, no, the problem was sold. So what is that? With the government closed was, I don't know what that word's supposed to be. Yeah, I hope they get that straightened out. I mean, if you got to pay a tariff, you got to pay a tariff, but make it so you're allowed to pay the tariff, Don't put a tariff on something and go, nah, we're not going to allow it to come in because we don't know how to collect it. Yeah, bunch of idiots. So, yeah. Because Mexican Spec, I have purchased lenses from him before, and they are nothing short of perfect. They're just good stuff, Looked exactly like the originals. Is a slant 6 Japanese? Japanese? Did they ever make any kind of a 6 in Japan that was slanted over?
Yes.
I know what he's saying. Let's see here. That car has 433 with a spool. The car had a 400 in it when I got it. I just refreshed the engine. I also plan to weld in filler panels where the marker lights once were. Oh, you don't want to put markers in? Well, no, it's a race car, so of course it doesn't need them. A 71 400 with no horsepower. No, I bet he went through that engine. I would think. Kevin Smith says sarcasm. Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, and if he cuts those wheel wells out so the tires don't rub, it'll be pretty good, you know. I don't know. He brought a what was it, 71 uh, satellite or GTX or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was a 71 B body to No Name Nationals, and it was kind of rough, but it looked good, and he went fast with it, and he really had a good time. And so this year, maybe he'll bring this next year, or maybe he'll bring a trailer with two cars on it, big long trailer. Oh, says marker lights are the kind of thing I don't mind fitting anything that looks okay. Yeah, I mean if it's a race car, I guess you don't need side marker lights. Vintage says a 71 satellite. Okay, satellite Sebring with a 318. Yeah, that was fun watching you race that because it was a 318 and it was a manual transmission, and it went pretty good. Kim, how you doing over there?
Oh, I don't know.
Olive sent a picture, but
Oh, goody.
I'm going to
It's a
put it.
kitty.
Oh, you told the story before we got the story.
Sorry. Spoilers.
There you go. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking cat. I like cats. Cats are usually pretty nice, but they sometimes take a swipe at you, and then it's like, hey, oh, what's wrong? I didn't do anything to deserve that.
They gotta keep you alive.
Let's see here. Braden sent several things. He's saying he sent. Oh, this is a bunch of sports cars. Like really crazy supercars. Okay, I don't want to show those right now. What else did you send, Braden? Man, what did you send? What does he say he sent? I sent a 61. 61. I'm looking through all these pictures. Oh, what's this? That could be it. What's that? I don't know, Braden. I'm trying to figure out what you sent here. Because you sent a bunch of really low slung, like $1 million sports cars. What's this one? That's a tiny picture.
Wow.
Zoom. That's a 61. That's a 61 bubble top Chevy. Yeah, the resolution's not too good because I just blew a little tiny picture up huge. But yep, look at that on a dirt track. Finish says, since we are sharing cats, okay, I'm going to look for more cats. Oops, what did I do there? And Faith sent something here. Oh, she sent two. One without a picture, one with a picture. Oh, it's not a convertible or a T-top, but it's still a pretty good looking car. So I'll put it up. Oh, it's another tiny picture. Zoom. Starts running out of resolution. Yeah, those are pretty good looking cars. Let's see here. Who else? Oh yeah, there's pictures here. Okay, they're not in enough to they're in enough to download.
It's all off topic tonight, Mexican Spec. Nobody cares about convertibles.
Well,
apparently.
I'd be showing all his convertibles, but he told me to wait, so I'm waiting till he gives me the okay. Um, so in the meantime, we show Tanner's cats. Ooh, look at the eyes.
He's got more cats than that.
I've seen in his videos with cats running around in the background
And chickens.
and chickens. Look at that one balancing on a pipe.
Making trouble.
Oh, it says she loves that Torino body shape. I remember when those came out in 1970. My father was looking for a car. I'm going, you know, I'm telling him about those, and he went and ordered a big old Galaxy. It's probably a better car for him, but cats, man, you got the cats.
Barrow says he sent some pictures
Oh, he
on
could
his
have.
phone.
Okay, let's see what I can find here. Let me see what else I'm missing. Because I missed a bunch of them back at the beginning.
And Buddy says, show my pictures.
Granddad sent stuff. He's not here yet. Mark Sauvé sent stuff. Oh, Mark Sauvé sent me a link to a video. I'm not going to show the video on here, but he said I could like pull screenshots off the video, but I don't want to do that while I'm doing this. So I'm going to go up to Barrows. Oh yeah, he sent in. They're off subject, but they're on subject because they're a car he's working on, which is pretty cool. I like pictures like that. This is what he's working on. He said for No Name Nationals next year,
Who?
Barrows.
Oh.
He's going to be driving a long ways.
Is that a Corvair?
It is. That's a second gen Corvair. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that Volkswagen. That Volkswagen looks like it's got his tongue stuck out.
Yes.
Barrows goes more of a conversion than a convertible. I always say, whatever the subject is, you can send stuff in, but we also want pictures of your cars, your garage, your animals, all that kind of stuff. So it says somebody put a stripe on it that says Corvair. Make sure everybody knows what it is. So that is a good body style. The second gen Corvairs, they're kind of swoopy looking. I really like the second gen Corvair. Well, I like them both, but I like the second gen more probably. Buddy Carvana got a Rolex watch ad. Wow.
Wow. Fancy tastes. You get 2 points.
Running over my sleeve with my mouse, and then the mouse doesn't move. Let's see here. Faith. Faith sent one. This has pictures in it that I didn't see.
Yeah, Vintage Adventurer Drives makes cat videos with cars in them.
Cat videos.
With cars
in them.
Yeah. The cars are secondary.
And Faith. Oops, that's another small picture.
More puppy dogs. It is pet night here on Vac del Campo.
What a look on your face. Like, I could see a human almost looking like that. Oh, man. And then there's a second one. Hope it's bigger. Oh, yeah, that's a bigger one. I suspect. If I sent you a picture of a 57 Dodge Coronet that was on the road with us. I couldn't catch up to get a side view. Please show them after my convertibles. Okay, are you ready for me to start showing your convertibles? I gotta figure out what's going on here. I've got an entanglement here with my mouse cord and the Super Chat UAV. Cannot find my cursor. There it is. Okay, I see that one. Okay, I'm downloading the Dodge, but I won't show it till I show your other ones. So did he say he's ready for me to show the other ones?
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Bingo. What's he saying? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. That's my question. I washed my hands and everything. Oh, I see. You're finished eating. I can show the pictures because you've washed your hands and you're finished eating.
It's a go for ragtops.
Okay.
He
So,
says he will explain each one. They're not my cars, they are representative of his cars. Mine were much worse.
okay,
Okay, so it's
so
sort of like a reminiscing sort of thing about convertibles that he has owned.
Braden, here's a heated debate on what's your favorite suckers. Mine are ring pops.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Never had a.
Mexican Spec's going to tell us about this
Okay,
car.
so
What can you tell us about this car?
it's a
Del Campo.
it's a 71 or 2 Mercury Cougar convertible. Don't know which year it is. I'm sure he will point out to me which year it is and how I should have been able to tell.
351 Windsor engine in it.
There were quite a few engines available in that car. So yeah, probably I don't know if you get the 302 in it, probably 351 Windsor, probably 351 Cleveland, probably 429. I don't know. There were a bunch of them that you could. Okay, this one. Okay, I bought one like this 351 Cleveland 3-speed manual in California. A 3-speed manual with a 351 Cleveland. That's a weirdo. Okay, it was a mass car. Okay, Massachusetts car and rusted. It was fast though. Yeah, those cars are scary because they start coming apart when you're going fast. They leave iron oxide trail behind you. George Daly says, "Do I need a pencil?" Pencil. Uh, okay, so it is a 72 Cougar. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the next picture. Oops, why did that happen? Maybe because I went the wrong direction.
I don't know, but that's a puppy dog.
I went the wrong direction. Okay, there's the front of it. Same license number. Yeah, see, the way you can tell is 71. I got to move my head so you can see the grill. 71 and 2, the grill kind of looks like that, where it dips down in the bumper. In 73, they had a big bumper, so the grill was kind of chopped off flat. So you can always tell the 73 because the bumper was bigger and that grill was chopped off flat. Kevin Smith, nice Cougar, unlike my ex. Okay, that's a Reno, right? Reno.
Yeah, it's a Renault Alliance.
Didn't you have one of those? Your mother had one or something?
My mother-in-law had one.
Ah,
Hmm.
I never drove one, but I never really wanted to. Did you ever drive it?
I don't think I did.
Now I'd be interested in what that's like, but they're probably all old. Let's expect. I drove my Cougar up to Oregon. That was a fun trip with the top down. You must have gone up there in the summer. Did you go up the backside of Nevada? Go up through you know the road I mean. Goes up
Welcome in, Mike.
Mike. Where's Mike? I'm missing something.
The Slater or Senior and Sons is Mike Slater account.
What is he already scrolled? Oh no, I see it. Okay, now I got it. I've missed everyone here. I'm sorry, I missed that right in the middle of the screen. Oh, here we go. An Oldsmobile convertible. Those are big boats, but you know what? They're a nice cruiser. Go down the highway in that. Mexican Spec says, I bought an 85 Alliance convertible in dark gray. It had 29,000 miles on it, 5-speed. It had been in body shops all its life. Uh-oh. No, I went through Salt Lake City. I didn't go up through Nevada. You know, I did that once. I always wanted, all these years, I've driven all over the place. I've never gone up that back road to, of Nevada. So one time when I went up to Oregon, I went to Yuma first because I needed to go to Mexico to get my meds. So I went to Yuma first, and then I wanted to stop and see somebody in Salt Lake City, but I didn't get to see him. And then I drove up the backside of Nevada. But I was like halfway up and it got dark, so I missed a lot of it. I'd still like to do it again in the light. Looks like a K car. I suspect my Oldsmobile was brighter yellow. I had the black interior. You know that one I had on the thumbnail, that Mustang I have on the thumbnail? It's a black 66 GT convertible. I had one like that, but that one had a dark red interior. Mine had a black interior. Something else was different. I don't remember what it was, but basically I had one of those for a while. Gearhead, when I worked at the radio station back in the 90s, we would get AP warnings on solar flares. Kevin Smith, she let it freeze because no antifreeze. Which one was that? Oh no. Senior Sons. Yep, finally started a YouTube account with my son to get to No Name Nationals. Good. Okay, so now we stop right there. So, can we figure out where that is, what that channel is? What's the name of it? Senior and Sons? What is the name of that? Maybe you can find it. Maybe Mexican Spec can find it. We can get it up here and get you some more subs. Let's get that done.
Get you a start. Yeah.
And John Wilburn's here. Oh, 438 to go, Senior. Okay, so he needs some subs. So if somebody, John Wilburn or Mexican Spec or somebody can put that up, it looks like John Wilburn's already there. We can get a link up there, and maybe we can get him up around 100 or something today.
Well, yeah, but he's got to make some.
Oh, and Patrick Sullivan's here. He changed his. He's not Sully anymore. He's Patrick Sullivan like he used to be. That's pretty cool. Mexican Spec got it up.
Oh, did he?
Mexican Spec already got it up. Good job.
Thank you.
So now we need to sub. Oh, yes. There we are. I'm looking over here because Kim is. Is that my account?
No.
Oh, okay. That's your account. Okay, so I need
You'd have to click on yours.
I need to click on it too. Okay, let's see what I can find.
Thank you, Mexican Spec.
So you're going to get 2 subs out of us so we can both watch.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got to find it here. See, what am I doing? Where is it? See, there it is. Okay, it's
Luis
coming
says
up.
he's recently uploaded a new video as well. Kick butt, Luis.
Okay, and I subscribed and I clicked the bell. Okay, so now I can go, when I'm not in the middle of a live show, I can go watch. What is the name? Because see, his has, the name of his channel is actually the handle at Senior and Sons. What are they giving you? The handle now is your channel name? They've carried it a step further?
I don't know.
Oh, man. So maybe we have that coming? I don't know. Don't know. But you're getting more subs right now as we speak.
That's awfully generous of us.
See, and George Daly just subbed. And Luis says he has 856 subs. Maybe somebody can put a link. Okay, Barrows also put that up. Maybe somebody can put a link up to Luis's Luis's channel, and then we can do that too. Senior and Sons. Oh my, thank you guys. It's a Dodge truck my son is building, and you'll see my 66 Plymouth Valiant. Here we go, another 66 A-body.
I love me a 66.
She's got a 66 A-body, but hers is a Dart.
A Dart.
But our Valiant's a 72, but very much the same. In fact, the deck lid's off a 60. No, it's off a 67, I think. Indeed. Yes, I went to the richest high school in the LA school district. Crashes Road on just subbed. Oh, here we go. Luis. Okay, I'm going to go over here to click on that one.
Which one?
The one that Mexican Spec just put up. Luis's.
For Luis?
I think I'm already subbed. I'm already subbed with the bell. Yes. Okay. I thought I was, but I wasn't sure. Because I lose track of what I've done sometimes. So. Senior says, I love her Dart. Man. It's sitting out there. Hasn't run in about a week. And I'm like, Kim, let's start it up.
It looks cute with the antenna up on the top.
Let's start it up. Well, then we winterized it. And I'm like, let's start it up and let's circulate that. Well, she put a lot of antifreeze in it. So, and the block was pretty much drained. So I know that it's a real good mixture, but I still wanted to start it. But she didn't start it.
It wouldn't start.
She went out there and clicked it, and it did like one of these things where you turn the key.
The battery is like 7 years old, and it just didn't want to go.
It goes like, I said, done. Okay, so let's get a battery charger. Well, it's raining, it's just not a good day for it. It was cold. So then it sat there. So now it's got a battery charged, but we still haven't started it. So we need to start it. But yeah, anyway. I'd like a 69 Dart. I'll trade my 91 Firebird. Man. 69 Dart's that's probably my favorite Dart of all of them. And I really like those.
I don't know. I don't think most Mopar people, if they've got their 69 Dart, I'll bet they don't want to trade it for a 91 Firebird, but there might be somebody out there.
I knew a guy that bought a 69 Dart new and drove it around for a while. He passed away. His wife drove it a little bit longer, and then she bought a Monte Carlo. But that car, it's in Central California, and his son is there, and he says, man, that car's still running around. I see it all the time. So it's in Central California. It's like, man, I want to go buy that car. I want to buy everything, Okay, Senior Son says, thank you guys. My son builds it. I'm learning, practicing. Okay, so that's a good thing to do. My favorite Dart is a Scamp. Yeah, that basically looks like a Dart, doesn't it? What was I going to say? Oh, so how many subs does he have now? Don't know. John Wilbur might report how many he needs now.
Really early for him to collect subs. Just keep making content.
Yep.
And it'll all come together. You got a good jump on it. And just stay with it.
We didn't get subs for a long time. We were just like
a year or more.
And then we got subs like crazy. It just grew. And then we kind of had a big slow thing again. And this week we've had like 35 subs this week that just came on. It's like, wow, look at that. So I don't know what happened. So let's see.
Let's get back to Mexican Specs convertibles.
Oh yeah, Mexican Specs convertibles. I knew I was doing something. Okay, so this one we'll go on with Mexican Specs cars. I'm sorry.
Did he tell us about this car?
Oh, look at this.
He was telling us about the other car, the
Volkswagen. Oh yeah, and he was talking about the Oldsmobile. He said his was a brighter yellow. And here's my favorite year, full-size Ford, is a 71. And I'm not really big into convertibles, but I'd love to drive that thing around. I don't know why. The 71, you sit in it, the dash looks right, the car looks right. There's just something about the 71 I like. And the 72, They messed up the taillights and the front bumper. It's the same body, but it doesn't look quite as good. That's just my opinion. The 71, they nailed it. I like the 71. Man, there's a 71 four-door on Marketplace around here right now that I like, and it's got somebody put a 460 in it. So that thing will be fast.
What is it?
It's one of these, but it's a four-door sedan.
Oh.
And they put a spotlight on. What they did was they made a clone police car. It doesn't have any chrome or anything. It's a custom 500, I think. So it's not a fancy one, but they put a stupid spotlight in it, and they were trying to like clone a police car. Well, now he says he's busy, he's doing something else, he doesn't want to finish the project. So, the first thing you'd have to do is take the spotlight out and weld up the hole. But, let's expect this was my daily driver. It was an impound car that I redid. Dark green with green interior. My trip up to Oregon with the top down in this too. I got a speeding ticket in Idaho on that trip. What do they do to you in Idaho when you get a speeding ticket? Man. Those old Ford Moss Green shades are a favorite of mine. I had a friend that had one that was a four-door one of these. It was kind of plain, and it was blue. It was an old Sears Roebuck manager car or something. So it was a custom 500. But he let me drive that thing a few times, and that's when I've driven a lot of big Fords, but the 71 was just my favorite, And I wouldn't mind having another one. When I was looking at to buy the Futura or the Zephyr, I was looking at 71 Fords, but I just didn't find any good ones. And they are kind of big. Bluegrit says, my truck did one loud click and it would not start. I have one of those disconnects with the green knobs that unscrews the brake contact. The threaded knob was charred.
Uh-oh.
This is, my LTD had a 351 Windsor, and the California plate was 442 LTD. Kind of like an Oldsmobile, but an LTD. 442 LTD, that's pretty funny. Man, if it said 351 LTD, you would have had to have stolen those plates from the state. Mexican spec, I made all 8 brake lights in the backup light and the backup light up. In the back, I'll get it yet. I made all 8 brake lights in the back light up. That's what did it have? Like just the outboard ones? My what I did to my Zephyr? All the lights now light up because Ford just on the brake lights, they just have the outboard ones light up. It looks like crap. So mine are now like it lights up. It's like I'm stopping, and everybody knows. It was a plane that got me, but the cop was sarcastic dig. Oh man, Senior Sons. That 71 was in a Burt Reynolds movie, 4-door whiskey runner, and it was green. I've seen pictures of that when I've been looking for 71s. Bro says if you are digging the video part of it, check out John Wilburn's Creator Workshop Lives. Lots of great automotive video tips and tricks. Yeah, when
It'll be a while.
Yeah, I don't know
Not
when
till after
he does those sometimes.
the first of the year, he'll do more creator workshops lives.
Mexican Specs, my LTD was from Southern California, so no rust wasn't an issue. There was a 71 4-door here that somebody could get to make a replica, and it's factory stick shift. Yeah, and you had a 71 wagon just recently, and maybe you still have it. That 71 wagon that's on your that you have. I've looked at that like 3 or 4 times, but I don't have money for more cars. Barrow says, John Wilburn. Okay, there, you put a John Wilburn link in. Good. Did that with my taillights too, says Kevin Smith. Well, I guess I'm not the only one doing that. I expect on this car, the brake lights are the 2 on each side, and the middle 2 in the middle. Oh, I see. I hooked up the other 2 as well. So it lit up all the way across. Man. So you had a 71 LTD with that big wide taillight. I like that. Louis says 1978. I don't know. That's my car's a 78. I think I'd have my wife's website for sale. It is myname.com. Okay. Yeah, and you can put up a link to your Instagram too if you want, because your Instagram shows all your cars. I mean, it's just that is a great site if you want to go look at what Mexican Spec has. You can go through. I don't know. You probably got. I bet there's hundreds of cars in there that you have listed, and they're man. Sometimes I just sit there and scroll through those cars and dream. You'll be sleeping, and I'm in there still awake, looking through Mexican Specs cars. Going, oh, I want to buy like 30 of them. Where can we come up with money for that?
Um, we could dig and see if we can find gold out in the yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, look at the wheels on it too. Man.
Hey, Mark Sauve, welcome in. We're looking at Mexican Specs convertibles right now.
Yeah, Mark Sauvé sent some pictures. Oh, well, I haven't gotten to them yet. I did look at them, but I stopped. I don't remember why I stopped.
He skipped over them
because you weren't here. Probably because you weren't here.
I always tell him to wait until people show up so that we don't do it. A couple of times we have shown people's pictures and then they showed up later.
And you didn't show my
You
pictures.
always do that with Tavo.
Yeah, with Tavo. That's why I've got several here from Down Under, and none of the Down Under people are here. What happened? I got Granddad and yeah.
Kevin Smith says, I drove a lot of junk cars when I was younger. Kevin, I drive a lot of junk cars now.
Because I drove
Whole darn life.
I drove a lot of junk cars when I was younger, and now I'm driving them now that I'm older. My car, it's past the point of being junk now. When we got it, I expected it to be way better than it was.
It's a little rough.
The body and the interior was fine, but
yeah.
My God,
it's a survivor car,
nothing,
but it needed a lot of stuff.
Nothing worked right,
Not nothing. We drove it home.
Yeah, I mean, the brake pedal went all the way to the floor. Brake pedal goes all the way to the floor. Kim takes the top off the master cylinder. It's not just dry. It looked like there were mushrooms growing in there. It was like, why don't they put brake fluid in this? I
don't know. Excuse me. I don't think the guy who owned it was a car guy.
Yeah, this is Mexican Spec. This Mercury is I bought but never drove. 69 Mercury Marquis convertible. It sat in the backyard the whole time I had it. 429 two barrel under the hood. Man, I had one of those 429 two barrels, and you can make those run by making a few changes, like a 4 barrel and like the cam, timing, some other things. You can really make them scream, as long as they're 71 or earlier. Oops, why did that shrink down? It shrunk. There it is. Oh, I know why he liked this one. Mexican Spec likes hidden headlights. Oh, it says his Mercury was a light faded beige. Okay. Luger says, I have two convertibles. I can jack my 68 Mustang up by the front lower control arm until the rear wheel comes off the ground, and the door's still open and closed just fine.
Rock solid.
Okay, let's see.
Mexican Spec says it had covered headlights, so I bought it.
Yeah, I know he likes that. Well, because you see a car with covered headlights and they're just permanently open or permanently up, he gets all upset. Fix those things. And then my Corvette, that I replaced those things with with those little swoopy things that so they're permanently not open and closed. They're permanently like little projector lights. He didn't like that either. Blue Grit says, I assume you're keeping warm. Yeah, it's warm down there. Did you watch Blue Grit? Were you? I don't remember if you were in there. Last night, Mexican Spec did a 6-hour live driving back from the U.S. border down to where he lives. At night in Mexico, driving along with a empty trailer behind him, so he didn't have a load. And man, he passed somebody, and you hear the intake go, boom. He go, well, I'm going 120 now. And of course, that's kilometers, but it's still going along pretty good for a truck. It sounded so good. and it was a good live. It was really a good live. So let's see. This one is also one of Mexican Spec's pictures. Kevin Smith says, "I hate it when those headlights wink." Remember Uncle Tony's what was that little Mazda Miata? What one of them would
Winky.
open? Yeah, one of them would one of them would open before the other one or something. It was really silly. Yeah, I think that's a Newport. Says Luis. It could be a New York. Oh no, it's a 300, isn't it? Is that a three? That's a 300, isn't it? Which is like a couple levels up from a. It's the same body as a Newport, but it's a classier car, you know. Yeah, that's what Mexican Spec says. It's a Chrysler 300. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Is that a 63 or 4? I know what they look like from the back. 63's got round taillights. 64's got those kind of, I don't know. It's a shape taillight, but the front I don't know the difference. So I don't know what year that one is. Car paced the Indy 500 that year, and they made some to sell retail. But what's this? What is it? Oh, who sent this in? I don't know who sent this in. This isn't one of Mexican Specs.
I don't know. That's a snowmobile rack for
Yeah, well,
a car.
Kevin Smith says, my 69 LTD had a black eye after a tree jumped out in front of me. Oh, a tree jumped out in front of me and bit my car. Hey, Wagon Master. 390 Wagon Master. Did you get that stereo wire? No, I did not. It is cold outside. I was trying to get ready for after I got off the phone with you, what was I doing? I had to do something. I don't remember what it was. And then I had to get ready for the live, so I got ready for the live. But you know what? I talked to Wagon Master tonight, and I put in a stereo in my car, and it's a used stereo that Kim gave me, but it's much newer than 78. And of course the wires don't match up, and there's no adapter harness or anything. And Wagon Master talked me right through that. I really wrapped my head around it. I know exactly what I have to do now because he installed stereos for years and years and years. He had a business where he did that. And he just, off the top of his head, he knew what every color wire was, where everything went, how to make it work in a 1978 Ford product. Just nailed it. Perfect. Thank you. And if you like CB radios and that kind of stuff, Wagon Master's got a YouTube channel, and maybe somebody can put up a link to Wagon Master's.
Does he still
channel.
stream on Thursdays?
He didn't know if he was going to do that this Thursday or not. Yeah, he does a stream on Thursday night. I think it's 7 our time. But he's in Utah, so it's a little different time. Oh, no, it's 8 o'clock our time. It's 7 o'clock his time. So it's interesting kind of stuff if you like CB radios. So yeah, go see his channel. He's always doing cool stuff. But he's really knowledgeable with that kind of thing. Hey, Mexican Spec, thank you. He put up a link to his channel. Blue Grit. This past Sunday night, I was driving back from Anna's place on a highway called Blood Alley. They got one of those in California, too. It's Highway 46 and 41. I guess it's 46. It's really the Blood Alley. There was a lot of it from all the deer that got hit. By the way, we hit the high 20s, a bit chilly. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was
24 this morning.
It was 24 this morning here in Tennessee. That's cold for here.
Record cold.
The reason they call Highway 46 in California Blood Alley is because of all the head-on collisions out there. And it's been like that for years and years and years and years and years. And they've made some little passing zones and stuff.
You mean Brussels sprouts?
Okay, Wagon Master says Mountain Daylight Time in Planet Utah. Isn't it Mountain Standard Time by now? Uh, I assume they changed time when we did. Time change. We have to change our time.
Time travel.
Uh,
We're in the future.
Barrows, when I was leaning over that 71 Lincoln Mark, getting it to fire up, the headlights came alive and closed on my shirt tails.
Ow!
The car bit me. I can just imagine that happening.
Wagon Master doesn't like Brussels sprouts.
Oh, where's this? I missed something.
Gross.
Barracuda. Hey, Barracuda's here. Somebody from down under. We've got our down under crowd coming in. Josh Holman. Good evening, everyone. Josh Holman's here. And Wagon Master gross. I like Brussels sprouts. What'd you put on them? Anything?
Butter and some shaker cheese.
Shaker cheese. What kind of cheese would that be? That's the stuff that goes on pizzas, right?
No, it's the stuff that goes on Brussels sprouts.
It doesn't go on pizzas. It goes on Brussels sprouts. Okay. I
don't got any pizzas, so it goes on Brussels sprouts.
Vintage. I put a video earlier this year. I showed the thermometer at 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh man, that's scrolling by fast. So I'm waiting for Buff to get done with the squirrels. Man, it's going so fast. I've lost it.
He's squirreled. I can't do nothing with him.
Wagon Master, no on the sprouts. Dr. Go's here. Hey, how you doing? Man, everybody's popping in now. This is pretty cool. Vintage, my girlfriend and I love Brussels sprouts. We're at same as Highway 21. There's a sign that says you're now entering Blood Alley. Man.
Really?
Crashes Roadrunner Garage. I just subbed a Wagon Master. Yeah, he's Thursday night. He does a live, and then about an hour after he's done, we do our live up in the shop at 10 o'clock our time. So we do it after he finishes. I suspect this is not my crowd, Brussels sprouts. Let's just savor shaker cheese is Parmesan. Yeah, that's what I would think. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Master Baked, 63 Grand Prix. 63 Grand
Sometimes
Prix.
it has Romano in it, too.
Yeah.
Parmesan and Romano.
Mexican Spec says Kiwi must be done. Yeah, Kiwi finishes his live and they all pile in here.
Oh, I see how it is. That's all right.
Seniors.
How's Kiwi doing tonight? Did he have a good stream? What's Kiwi talking about?
Probably. Well, he does all these Mustangs and Falcons and Fords, and once in a while he sneaks some other make in there.
He's got a shop, so he's got a steady supply of entertainment.
He's professional.
Yeah.
Shop where he takes in customers' cars, and he does videos about them. I'm done with customers'
Heck, we're
cars.
hardly an amateur shop at this point.
I don't work on customers' cars anymore. She has worked on customers' cars a couple of times with people she knows, but
friends' cars.
Mostly we don't.
Yeah. Friends' cars, not customers.
Friends' cars. Okay, so Mexican Spec. What was the next one you want me to show after? I'm trying to remember. I know there was one after this. Let's see, what is it? What was I supposed to show?
Did you lose it?
I know. It's the Dodge. It's the Dodge. Here it is. I found it. Danny Boyd. Hey, Danny Boyd's here. Danny Boyd was in Mexico.
At least we didn't steal Scott Baio's crowd. That's right.
He was in Mexican Specs Live last night. And I think
Scott Baio?
No, Danny Boyd. And I think he was there for those 6 hours. Well, I don't know, because I came in after a couple hours, but I was there probably for 4 of it. So here's this Dodge that Mexican Spec got pictures of.
A bear broke into Kiwi's car. Whoa, that's way more interesting than us.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. What?
Now I gotta go watch the stupid live so I can see what happened. Guys.
Matt says, got you all on my outside TV. Couldn't comment. We were saying that people watch on TV and then they don't comment. Okay, Mexican Specs. Okay,
That's okay. We're still
we'll
glad
forget
you're
about the
here.
300 then. Oh, did you want to see more on the 300? Okay, you didn't comment. Oops, I went the wrong way. Wrong way, Corrigan. Remember him? Oh, I don't know what I did.
Better than Wrong Hulk, Oregon.
Okay, I gotta go find the 300 again. Mexican Spec, you didn't talk about it. I put it up and you didn't talk about it. Okay, here it is.
Easier to just build a car and sell it to them? Yeah, but you can charge more money when they're already married to a vehicle. You know?
Yeah, Barrow says working on a customer car is tough. Easier just to build a car and sell it to them. Yeah, because everything you do on a customer car, you run into the same problems you do on your own car. But now you've already quoted them a price. So, you know, now you got to deal with all the problems. And, it's like
We can't
like
do
this.
anything fast enough
It's
to
like
please
this.
a customer.
It's like the sign I want to put up. We didn't do this because it was easy. We did it because we thought it was easy. You know.
Hmm. I thought that was
Yeah.
Rich Rebuilds.
Rich Rebuilds has that sign up there. I want to put that sign up here, or some
Mm-hmm.
variation of it. Next inspect. I helped my friend move a few cars. He gave me a choice of a 63 Lincoln convertible or a 63 Chrysler 300 Pacesetter convertible. The car had the 361 under the hood. It was a bit rusty. This was? Or this is just a picture of one?
This is just a picture of one, not
I chose the
one.
300, and it was free. Q is staying in a cabin in the Smoky Mountains. Oh, that's when a bear got him. Got his car?
Yeah, tried to
Bear.
break into his car.
A bear? Don't mess with bears.
Mm-mm.
Man, a friend of mine flew an ultralight up to Alaska, and this is before video days, it was like 25 years ago. And he took slides. And then he went around to air shows and he showed all his slides. So one of the slide shows he had was his trip to Alaska. So he saw a bear down there and he went and landed. There was enough room that he could land in the grass down there. And he walked up to the bear like within like 10 feet of it and took a picture of the bears. The bear's standing there looking at him. And then he walked back, got in his airplane and flew away. I'm thinking, I can't believe this guy lived through this. You did what? Don't you understand how dangerous a bear is? He was just clueless. But he had a good slideshow. The bear ripped up his
Apparently,
car.
Ripped it up. Wow.
Must have smelled like food. Oh.
Danny Boyd says the 300 is a little funky for me. I love it.
Oh, the 300. I think that's a good looking car.
That's a good year for that car. Some of those Chryslers in the early 60s are a little odd, but I like this one.
What's this,
I like
Luis?
that color blue,
Luis,
too.
what are you doing?
What? No ways!
What is this?
I don't know. He's just throwing
Stop.
names out.
Stop. Sometimes I can't believe what I see.
Stop it, Louise! We're going to time you out. This other guy will do it for this cheaper price. It's like, well, you should take it to him.
Oh, one time I've told that story in a radiator shop. Okay, I've lost track of what I was doing here. Where is it? There it is. I had a radiator shop, busy as hell. Some guy came in, and I got cars all over the place, and I'm busy. It's middle of the day, hot day, middle of summer. And he comes in with a little Datsun 510. And this is years ago, so that was, I don't know, 8-10-year-old car or something like that. He said, I got a radiator leak. I open up the hood, and the filler neck is cracked right there. So it's just a solder job. All I got to do is heat it up, pull the filler neck off, tin it, put it on there, heat it up, it's done. So I said, just pull it up in front of the door. I'll just run my torch, my hose is out there. I'll do it right in front of the door. Do it right now. And this is like in the 80s. So I said like $5, which is like $20 today, It was just going to be a simple, quick job. And I had a competitor across town named Griswold. And he goes, Griswold said he'd do it for $4. I'm thinking, man, I am swamped. I am busy. And you're going to try to chisel me down from $5. I'm thinking this. I'm holding the hood open. I just let go of it. The hood goes wham and it slammed. And Griswold was always more expensive than me, and I knew that. And I let the hood slam. I said, I suggest you take it to Griswold. And I walked away and went back to my shop. And I looked out there a few minutes later, and he's still standing there by his car. And I'm thinking, you dummy. Now you have to take it to Griswold. Oh, man. Very good. The only possible dangerous animals in New Zealand are woods. In the New Zealand woods are pigs and deer. See, New Zealand's a little different than Australia because we always think they're kind of down there together. But Australia's got all kinds of bad animals.
Pigs can be really dangerous. And that deer ran into me in the Jeep and put a pretty nice sizable dent in the side of the Jeep.
She got broadsided by a deer. She didn't hit the deer.
The deer hit
The
me.
deer hit her. Caught her in the left rear quarter panel.
And the pigs are nasty. Ooh, pigs are mean. Like, don't fall down with a bunch of pigs around.
Okay, so Mexican Spec, we got this picture up here. It looks like a toll booth on a highway in Mexico. And this Dodge was in front of you, but you said you couldn't catch up to it and couldn't get next to it to get pictures. But maybe, now I don't know if I can do this or not. Oh, there's another picture. Oh, there it is. In front of you. You know, that is a really nice road. That could be an interstate in the U.S. I mean, that's a...
Yeah, the big wide divide in the middle. And
The explanation is on the chat. Okay. Oh, I have his number, and now he has mine. I got behind him at a toll booth, and after I stopped to talk to him. It was transmission fluid that did it.
ooh, that'll happen. He said it was smoking.
Vintage says, I'm in for the day. I think I might decide to partake in a nice beverage. Hippie Long, deer totaled my sister's Explorer last week. Oh, no. Senior Son's Biggs. Oh, probably pigs are taking over the String River area. Yes, dangerous. Colonel Smith, pig farm is a great place to... Body. What? Mexican Spec, I tried to catch up, but I was towing a heavy Omega. Look at how low those power lines are. Oh my God, that's worse than Tennessee. Can you see that, Kim?
The heat got him sagging way low.
You know, that's one of the complaints I have in Tennessee is they like the power lines coming into our house are like, they're like this. I can get my van under them, but barely. I can get her van under it, but barely. My van's got some roof rack on it. I don't dare take that under there. I'll take the power lines out.
I don't think those power lines are close to the ground by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh.
But boy, do they stretch them low. They hang them tight in the United States. They're way up there.
And that's why I don't put the big CB antenna on the top of my car, because I'll catch. I wouldn't drive on the ones in my yard, but there's sometimes crossing a street that are kind of low, and I don't really like that. You know, I'd say this about California: the codes there for that stuff are something different because you don't see power lines as low as you do here. But you just gotta know that, you know. No, you gotta pay attention. Very good. But in contrast, in the ocean, there are very large great white sharks and all sorts of other sharks.
Barracudas. Barracuda sharks? Cuda fishes?
What's this? Mexican Spec says, yeah, Buddy Carafano. What did Buddy Carafano say? I don't know. I lost track of what was going on the... Mexican Spec says, the state of Sonora in Mexico. How many states do you go through from your house up to the border? I got another question about driving in Mexico. Are are there like highway patrols or police or anything from each state, or is it just all federal police? I'm just curious how that
Mexican
works.
spec says there's a video. Do you have the video?
Play the
Last
video.
comment.
Oh, you got a video in here? How did I miss that? Okay, let me see what I missed. I did not see a video. It says 4 attachments. Oh, there's a thing over here. I didn't even see that. It's like a separate little, it's like it's clear. There's like just barely a rim around
There's
it.
no
It's clear.
thumbnail.
I couldn't even see it. Okay, it's an MP4. Let's see if I can play that. Man, I'm glad you said something because I would have completely missed that. Okay, we're going to try. I'm not saying it's going to work. Okay. It's here, but how do I get it over to there? I can do that, but I got to start it over again. Oh, that's crazy. I can do that. There you are, trying to catch up to the Ormiga on the back. You're probably wide open. Yeah, Kevin Smith, you can send videos, but I usually don't play people's videos because they're usually too long or there's somebody else's copyright or something. This is a short video. I know who sent it. I thought I'd give it a try, but I normally don't play. Like people send me a link of somebody's video that's on YouTube. I'm not playing somebody else's YouTube video on my, I'll put a link up. I'll put a link up.
Welcome in, Davo.
Davo's here. Okay, who was the down under? Oh, it's Granddad's Junk is the one that has the. I'm looking for my cursor. I can't find it in the video. There it is. Click out of that. Click out of that. Okay. So let me find that one from. Down under crowd.
Mexican spec says the Dodge driver has 30 cars, so I'd be back in touch with him. Oh, I heard you talking about that, Mexican spec. Yeah, that's good.
Now Kevin Buff needs a couch and a steering wheel. Hey, D-Man. Is it D-Man or D-Man? D-Man.
I said D-Man.
I gotta show you something.
Oh, yeah, D-Man wasn't here yet.
No, and that's why I have this sitting here. See this? This is...
I better make us big. Hold on.
You're going to make us big. You're going to make us big because I'm going to show. See what came in the box? Wires. Brackets. And from the man, I have the
Take 'em
horns.
out of the bag.
I have the horns for my
Take
car.
them.
He sent me car horns. And I have not hooked them to a battery yet, but you see there's 2 different ones, 2 different colors. They look all in there they look like they're, look at that. Look at how shiny they are.
They got funny lettering on them.
That one's 410 hertz and this one's 510 hertz. So they're going to hurt differently when I push the horn
Is that
button.
Japanese lettering? Chinese lettering?
So
What do you call that?
That's what I was going to do to my car today if Wagomaster's still here. I wasn't going to install the radio. I was going to install the horns, and Kim goes, "No, keep them here so we can show them." I said, "Yeah, you're right, because if they're on the car, I go outside and lean on the horn, nobody be able to hear it." But
Fancy foreign letters.
so thank you, D-Man 216. Are you okay? This is the bag that horn goes in. Only the best in Chinese horn technology.
That's
Hey,
right.
you know, if the Chinese make stuff like this and we buy it, that's fine. But please buy our stuff. You know.
I mean, I don't know. Do they make superior sounding horns?
Oops! I forgot to put the wires in the bracket in.
Can you mess up a horn?
See, now Kim's a trucker.
I'm a trucker.
Oh, she's a trucker, all right. She takes her van and puts a sketchy trailer behind, car trailer behind it, puts a giant truck on the sketchy trailer and tows it home. And I am so happy when we get home with one of those trailer jobs because, like, whoo, we made it again.
We haven't brought a car home in like a year and a half. You know that.
Tao says, white van is on the way. Let me see what's coming. I don't know. There was something else here from down under. Let me see what it is. Granddad's junk.
How long has that Nissan been sitting on the trailer?
I don't know, but that trailer.
I brought that Nissan home and I vowed I would leave that Nissan on there so that I didn't go and buy any more cars for a while.
She's always looking at marketplace at cars, and so am I. And I seem to not buy cars, and she seems to bring just derelict stuff home. I'm like, what are you going to do with that? She goes, I don't know. I had to have it. But now we're going to work on some of it.
Yeah, but now I'm broke. Ain't got no money. Can't buy no more junk.
So,
But I'm working on my 318. I'd spent $200 getting those cylinder heads ready.
Oh yes,
So-
you did. For those of you that weren't here in the beginning of this live, Kim took the cylinder heads to a local machine shop that used to give us like 8 month out delivery dates, and they said, "Yeah, we'll get to them probably in the next couple of days." Well, they didn't even have them 24 hours. They call her and go, "They're ready." She goes, "They're ready." She
I'll
went
be
down there
right
and got them.
there.
She
I
went down and
ran
got
down
'em.
there and gave them my money.
So they surfaced the heads, and
They tanked them and surfaced them. They look really good. They said they probably should have valve guides. And I was like, I know, but I ain't spending no more money on those junk ass heads. But they'll definitely seal. My thing was I didn't want them leaking water. So
this Granddad's Junk sent this, and this is
you guys say nice things.
I'm gonna try to get the
Cars
other.
follow Kim home like kitties. That's right. That's right.
This is. God, what is it?
People always try and tell me to sell vehicles. It's like, well, I'm not going to sell it if I can't get anything for it.
Yeah, why would you want to sell that?
Like,
Yeah, what are you gonna get for it? You know,
well, it's like that's what I paid for. It's worth
I-
more than that in parts.
I missed a picture.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will end up selling them all, junking them all.
Which one did I know? I missed a picture.
What does any of you care?
It's a '58 Plymouth Savoy from down under. That's why the steering wheel's on this side.
Oh,
So, but he's not here tonight. I don't know. We haven't seen him here yet, but we'll show his pictures because it's time.
oh, Tavo says I might have to go for a 120-mile drive. Spied a Hemi 6 cast for a torque flight on Marketplace. See, sometimes you see
So,
stuff like that.
What have I got here?
Like every once in a while, I'll see a big block, and I'm like, a big block would be really cool. I never had a big block.
There's the picture I missed. That is a '58 Plymouth Savoy, and what's odd about it is, well, there's another picture of it.
Whiskey and a big black Dodge.
There, you know, the steering wheel is on the. Something bit me. Okay, the steering wheel's on the right side because that's how they are, but it's a '57 Dodge instrument panel on a '58 Plymouth, which I guess is what they did in Australia. That's kind of weird, and he mentions that. So I guess he has that car. It has different dash. Yeah, Mexican Spec noticed that. It's a it's a Dodge Dash. That's exactly right. And he said that in his email. Let me see. I should read the email.
I have been very, very restrained in buying additional new derelict vehicles for the past year. And this past year, I got a bunch of vehicles driving. The Dakota runs and drives. The Bronco II runs and drives. And that Bronco II was a challenge. That runs and drives. The big green truck still runs and drives. I didn't fix anything else, did I? Your car runs and drives really good.
And so does the Valiant. So does the Dart. The only one of those cars, well, my car was running,
We
but
took
barely.
2 cars to No Name Nationals this year.
Yeah.
We were so confident we took 2.
We took 2 old cars
And we made it.
and no problems.
And I'm going to say it again because I'm so proud of myself. If you guys didn't watch, Professor P took his daily driver, slant 6 powered car. Is his car a Valiant or a Dart? Anyways, slant 6 powered to 6 Smokies.
His is a Dart. It's got the same front fenders as yours, remember?
And that guy, works for Edelbrock Group, right? Did I get that right? Anyways, he works for a performance company.
He's an engineer
He's
for
had
Edelbrock.
that car for a long time, and he knows what he's doing. And my car has the same ET as his car had for 6 Smokies. So I'm not saying that he did something wrong. I'm saying I think I did a pretty darn good job because I just got a 1-barrel and the exhaust pipe coming out the back of that car is like this big,
Yeah,
and
but
I have the same ET as his daily driver slant 6.
His goes vroom, and yours goes out that little tiny tailpipe. Okay, this is what Granddad says. It's good day, Buff. This is a 58 Plymouth Savoy. As these were made in Canada, they have the 57 Dodge Dash, right-hand drive, and 318 Poly. Is for a car at 3-speed on the tree. So apparently they made them in Canada and shipped them down there. And it's a weird car. It's right-hand drive, Dodge Dash, 58, Christine type body on the outside. Pretty interesting. Is it Christine or Christina? It's Christine.
Mexican Spec says the reason I didn't buy any more cars is because I was busy making the Dart ready for No Name Nationals, and I can thank John for that. That is true, but the other thing that actual arc that really changed things was I saw the prices of used vehicles plummeting. And it still is sort of like it fluctuates depending on what time of the month it is, because like when people get their paychecks, all the good stuff disappears off a marketplace. And then like new stuff cycles in, but the new stuff that comes in, they're clearing out their yards. And you'll notice a lot of other YouTubers too. They're trying to sell some stuff. They're not just collecting stuff in. They're just like selling stuff off, which is good because young people or people with a little less money get buying opportunities. But the market is changing a little bit. And I was like, well, I'm just going to step away from buying cars for a minute and focus on working on the stuff that we already have, building the stuff that we already use. That's why I started building this 318. It's like, well, it's sitting there in a corner. It's just going to go bad. But put it together, That's why we uncovered the 350, because he was talking about motor for his... I'm like, we got a motor. There's a motor right there. What's it doing? He's like, well, I'm going to use that someday. It's like, well, today's the day. Today's the day. Enjoy your stuff. You can't save everything for forever. I'm talking too much. I can tell by the look on his face. Go.
Well, I'm trying to keep up this because a lot of people are coming in. Wendy is here. Good evening. Luis says cat. Yeah, a bunch of people sending pictures of their cats tonight. There was Olive had cats. Vintage had several, or she had one cat. I think Vintage had several cats, and I was kind of pulling the pictures down, and as I was, the cats were showing up again. So,
kitty.
Mexican Spec says if that 57 Dodge had been a Mexican car, it would have had a flathead 6 in it. Yeah, they were. I think I still say that's one of the funniest cars I've seen. Is a 59 Plymouth with these big fins on the back, and 1950s, it looked like a rocket ship. And in 59, it was the last year for the Flathead 6. You open up the hood on this thing, it looks like a rocket ship. And there's a 230 cubic inch flathead 6 in there. Of course, you can get V8s too, but and then in 1960 they had the slant 6 in them.
Oh, Wendy is here. Welcome in.
She wants to know if Mexican Spec made it home safe. I think he's
He
home,
did.
or he's out on the road,
No, I
sitting
think
there
he's home.
on our live. Yeah, I think he's home too because he said he was eating dinner. You did a great job on that, Bronco. Hiccups. I'm sorry. You did a great job on that Bronco. Proud of you, Kim. Man, she worked like crazy on that thing and
Installed the
made it.
engine,
Oh, and
refurbished the transmission.
made an intake manifold that's a big, long, low. What do you call it? High velocity, low RPM, high torque kind of thing. It works so well. What surprised me about that, you know how if you put an engine together all the way, don't modify anything. You have it like way apart, so there's a lot of stuff. And then you go to start it. You know what happens. You're messing with the distributor and it choofs up through the carburetor a couple times. It doesn't start the first time and then you get it right and it finally starts. Well, she changed so much stuff, made her own intake manifold, took a distributor and nothing made the distributor so it worked with a like a Chinese clone Unilite, but those were all for V8. So she made a cap that had 6 slots in it. And she did all this homemade stuff, put it all together, went in there to start it once, and goes click. Okay, it turns, and then she stuck the thing on there to crank it. Goes boom, it starts right up, runs perfectly. It's like, are you kidding me? I expect to be messing with it for 20 minutes to get it to start. It just started.
Great success.
First time. And I'm just looking at it going, I was like, are you kidding me? I've done stuff where I had to, things aren't always perfect on the first crank, especially when you do that much weird stuff.
Blue Grit says that the Craigslist prices still seem high. Craigslist is awful. Does anybody still use Craigslist?
I don't look at, after Marketplace with all the pictures, I went back and looked at Craigslist for something last week, and it's like, I couldn't even look at it
anymore.
I couldn't even look at it.
Master Baked says that he just sold his GTO, needed to cash out. Sometimes it's best, buy low, sell high.
How come I can never do that?
It's always the other way around.
Like
for
the
me.
Corvette. I bought the Corvette.
Buy high and sell low.
I drove the Corvette for 10 years. Well, I drove it for 8 years, decided I had to get rid of it.
I'm so bad with money.
And I couldn't get rid of that Corvette. And I kept lowering the price and lowering the price and lowering the price. One guy came to look at it with his son. They decided they didn't want it. They left. I lowered the price some more. And then tags are due. Didn't have a place for it. I was in Arizona. My insurance was running out. I went, you know what? We had a new pilot show up and he didn't have a vehicle. I said, he was whining because they didn't rent him a vehicle. And they used to always rent everybody vehicles. I said, you want a car? I said, come with me. And we went over to my shop after work. It's the first day I met the guy. Opened up the door. I said, see his Corvette? You want it? He's like, huh? I hooked the battery up. It fired right up. I said, you know what? It needs a power steering. It needs a pressure hose and a power steering. It leaks power steering fluid. Other than that, it works real well. And we took it for a little drive around the area right there. And I said, here's the deal. Here's a title. You have to put it in your name. I'm going to turn in it was registered in Arizona where you can go online and put a notice of sale in there. So I did that. I said, that car is not my responsibility anymore. The insurance is off of it, and you got to do something about it. So he did. He had himself a Corvette, but I gave it to him.
Mexican Space asks if that was recorded. I'm pretty sure it's on a live stream. I could pull it out of the...
What's that?
Your story about the Bronco II starting. I'm pretty sure we live streamed while we started the Bronco II.
We did. That was on a live stream.
It was like a 3-hour live. We did a lot of those in the shop.
What is this? Cadillacs are special. Not many people know the screws they used are different from Phillips screws. Found that out working at body shops. There's 3 different screws that look like Phillips screws. I got to do a short on that. I'll do a short on that because I'm always looking at shorts. I'll do a short on the 3 different screws that look like Phillips screws and show the difference.
Riveting.
Yeah, riveting. Well, rivets are different.
Oh, screwing. I'm sorry.
we're not riveting. We're screwing. Although I think Cadillacs, weren't they the first car that did have Phillips? And from what I remember it was in the early 30s and they were developed so that the employees wouldn't over tighten them, they'd cam out. And that's what they did instead of having a torque spec. And I think wasn't it Cadillac that first did that? I think. I don't remember. But I think
Barrow says Craigslist fell apart when they started charging people to put up listing. It's been a long time since I looked at it now. Every once in a while, I'll check Craigslist here, and I wasn't sure if it was our location, or if it was just Craigslist had completely like fallen apart. Because I think in certain cities, I think Craigslist is still very popular, but it ain't here.
Hippie Long says $5 for an ad is fair. I use Craigslist all the time.
See,
what are you
some
selling?
places
What
maybe it was still.
are you selling on Craigslist? And he's in the Central Valley in California. And
I'm surprised
maybe
that
it's more popular there.
Facebook Marketplace hasn't started charging in some way.
Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how they make. I guess they have commercial ads, so you got to pay for those, I guess.
Facebook Marketplace depends fully on engagement. People come to Facebook and they
sell your all your information to somebody.
well, they post things and they share things and they can show to advertisers like we have this many active members. So if you're using Marketplace, you're an active Facebook member. So it's like, but at some point I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to start charging for certain kinds of ads. I don't know.
But Carfano says, "Don't forget my pictures."
We'll see.
I
When
showed
the AI bubble pops, maybe the
showed
social media bubble will implode again as well.
I showed a couple of his, but I dropped the ball there.
Are you all using AI this week? Have you used some AI today? The AI tech people, they need you. They really need you. So make sure you're using all the AI. They're desperate. Please, just use the AI. Please. Our investors. Think of the investors. You don't like what I'm saying again. How are the taillight lenses on your Valiant? Oh, Mexican Spec is asking Mike. Senior and Sons is Mike's.
The ones I got from Mexican Spec for the Valiant were all my side marker lights that were all busted. And he sent me ones and they were perfect.
Buddy Carfano asks, please don't forget his pictures. Did you forget?
I'm putting them up right now.
Oh.
Yeah, because I did forget.
Is this one of them?
This is one of them.
Oh,
this is a
Dodge Magnum with T-tops. I know. Oh. Did I ever see one of those? That actually is a pretty cool looking car. It looks a lot like
Oh, here's a famous picture.
It looks a lot like some of the GM cars of the era.
Can you just zoom a little bit in on these ones?
No.
No, okay. Doc, she isn't going to zoom in, buddy.
I'll zoom in. I will zoom in.
Dr. Go, but I stopped selling on Craigslist due to dealing with too many scammers. But way back, I used to love finding decent stuff on Craigslist. I still like those black Magnums with red interior.
He was talking about the car at the end. Yeah, Craigslist used to be the place for everything. Craigslist had a really difficult moment when they got in trouble for their personals.
Personal ads.
Personal connections ads. It was a big kerfluffle. And that was like a big part of their like business model.
Mm-hmm.
And they never recovered from that. Facebook swooped in and grabbed up a bunch of the
You know, Facebook Marketplace, right? Oops, that's too big.
Well, see, the thing about Facebook Marketplace, right, is
The right place at the
a
right
lot of
time.
people are already on Facebook. So the marketplace is like a bonus. Like you can go to Facebook and see what people are posting today, scroll, death scroll, death scroll, death scroll, and then I'll go to marketplace and see what new cars are junk cars are out there. So it all like flows together. With Craigslist is just junk. So like there's only one reason to go there and it fills a different dopamine hit. So I don't know.
Dopamine hit.
None of it is good for you.
So how do you like? I always like third gen Camaros. I think they're pretty good looking. My favorite Camaro is still the first generation, 67, 8, 9. But these are pretty nice. This is a nice looking car.
Yes. If I were a middle-aged woman having a midlife crisis, this is exactly the car I would have right now.
You
I
would?
would own one of those. This one is your Uncle Joe. That's the
Uncle
car
Joe?
that he has. Uncle Joe has one of these cars.
Who's Uncle Joe?
The guy with this car, Uncle Joe. This is Uncle Joe's car.
Remember a little while
He
ago?
works at the whatchamacallit place and he makes pretty good money. Uncle Joe doesn't have no kids.
We were on our way to the airport. I didn't make my flight just because the drive shaft fell out.
Oh no.
Isn't that fun? I had some IROC get stolen. Second day I owned it. I had same. You kidding me?
Yeah, they were desirable cars. It doesn't surprise me. They probably pulled that 305 right out of it, stole it right out of there, stole the wheels right off of there, maybe the rear end. Transmission was already bad, so they didn't.
Kevin Smith
The
is
second day you owned it, transmission was already bad, so they just threw that in the weeds somewhere, and then they set it on fire. Because that's what you do with an IROC, and they didn't care about you because mean people are just mean. They want your IROCs 305 crossfire injection.
What's
Isn't
the
that what was in those IROCs? Crossfire injection.
Well, 1 year. 1 year? I think 1 year. That would have been like, what, 84?
Yeah, this is the SS. Monte Carlo SS.
We're going to fix that
Surprised
right
it
now.
doesn't have the ground effects,
We're
but
going
it
to
does
fix
have the
that right now.
T-tops.
There you go.
There's the
Can you
Trans Am
use-
Bandit Edition.
Can you zoom just a little bit more? You don't want to do that, do you?
No, I wait. Is this one? Oh, wow! It looks full size in that picture.
Yeah, that looks
Nice.
better.
Yeah, that's the fun. Smokey and the Bandit. Oh, it had a 350 tuned port injection. I guarantee you, Kim, a lot got stripped and the shell used for a drag car. Yeah, well, it's been sitting in a tree row until 2 years ago, and now it's a drag car. Burt Reynolds.
I do like the looks of those, except I got tired of them. Yeah,
That is
Burt
the
Reynolds thing, but
only car that I like the gold inlaid snowflake wheels. I don't think those wheels look good on anything else, but they fit this car with the gold trims and pinstriping and stuff.
this body style, when they were new, those
Yeah.
cars drove so well. I mean, they handled good. They just were nice. You know, they're nice to drive. Okay, I can't make that. Oh yeah, I can. I can make it do that, I guess.
Dr. Go has a friend that's an original owner of a TA just like that. Very nice. Man, that Smokey and the Bandit movie sold a lot of those cars. I don't think those cars were kind of dogs, weren't they?
They had a lot of torque. I mean, yeah, you can wind them up. Bless you. And there I am in the way of that.
I will fix us. Just relax. Put this up a little bit,
Okay.
and then maybe I can move us down. I can move us over
Okay.
here. I can move us over here.
Can you put us in the car? Not really. You can cover up the car with this. No. Just don't. That was being silly.
Well, silly is a fun thing to do. Okay. Now I can't move us. We're stuck.
Okay, so now I'm going to find. See, Bud Carvano sent in all these pictures, and I basically forgot about them because I was doing something else. I'm sorry.
Barrow says I really miss the days of actual cruises on Friday and Saturday nights. See, I was not where I was from. There wasn't really much of that. I guess there was a little bit of that, but not really. In Ohio, I heard that was super big thing though.
I went to Ohio, and they were they didn't have a city council. There was some other name for it. They were trying to get people to cruise. And where I came from in California, they blocked off the streets so people would no longer cruise. It was just crazy because I just left one place where they're doing everything they can to stop it, and I go to another place where they're doing everything they can to get people to cruise. It's crazy because they had a couple of businesses that were like diners, and they wanted people to pull into the diners and drive around, and they were going to make a TV show or something. They couldn't get anybody to do it. Of course, in California, they were all racing down the center of town and everything and being stupid, and so they closed it all down. 55 Chevy. See, I'm not a big Tri-5 Chevy guy, but that car looks nice. I mean,
I can make us a little smaller.
Why do you want us to make it so small?
And then we can...
Oh, you're going to try to put us in the car again? I don't want to ride in that car. You know where we belong. Can you flatten us out a little bit where you can get underneath the car? That's where we would normally be. Not in it.
Nope.
We'd be under it.
I can't do that. Just drive the car. Here, hold your hands like this on this plate.
Oh, okay. So oh, yuck. This has got Brussels sprouts on it. Get this thing away from me. Yeah. Oh.
You like Brussels sprouts.
Not old ones.
They're from 10 minutes
I know, they're like from 10 minutes ago. I know, but you don't normally have like Brussels sprouts smeared on your steering wheel.
Yes,
That would be not good.
You don't? I always do.
I wash my hands after eating Brussels. Well, first of all, I don't eat Brussels sprouts with my hands. And second of all, I'd wash my hands after, not smeared on the steering wheel.
You know what we didn't talk about at all tonight?
No.
What are we going to do next week?
Oh, what are we going to do next week? Yeah, I got one more from Buddy Carfano to show here, which I know I want to show because this was one of my favorite cars when I was a kid. This one I'm coming up with is probably near the top of the list when I was a little kid. And that is, what could be better than those big old rocket ship taillights on the back of those fins? I knew a guy had a customer, and he brought it to him. The guy had a body shop, and the customer brought it to him and wanted a third fin put in the middle. And he put a third fin in the middle for him.
Nice.
What was that obnoxious looking car,
You should put some fins out the side.
Put another one in the middle. It's like, are you kidding me?
I actually love that for him. This car doesn't have enough fins. Can you put another fin like right in the middle?
The guy's name was Joe Leonard. He had a shop, and the guy wanted a fin put in the middle, so he put a fin in the middle.
Hippie Long sent non-leaking dart pits. Congratulations on that stop leakiness, Hippie Long. I love it.
Yeah, Woodward Avenue, I guess that's a big deal every year. I've never been up there for
Kevin
that.
Smith suggests that if we want to do model cars, that he's got lots of material.
Oh, look who's here. Tavo just sent a picture in of a convertible. Oh, I know what this is. We got a version of this up here. But I think that's what it is. We're probably going to have to shrink that down. Oh, it is. Yep, we're going to have to shrink it down.
I'll get it.
Oh, except it's got a turbo.
Valve.
Those things did come from Australia, and we got left-hand drive versions up here. I don't remember what they called them. A Capri? Is it a Capri? It was a Capri here too, I guess. We had them for a couple of years. I never got to drive one. 427 to go. Thank you. Oh, 420. I thought that was like an engine size. 427 to go. Yeah, 427 will go. Then I realized he needs 427 subs. And he was at what?
Congratulations. I mean, that's a good start. 70 some subscribers.
Yeah, so we got you some here tonight. It's good. Okay, Barrows would be cool.
Come back next week. We'll try and get you some more again.
Get to cruise Beale Street in a 59 pink Cadillac. Where's Beale Street? Beale Street. I know where Beale Air Force Base is. Okay, so I don't really want to do models. I guess we could. I don't know. What is this? Kevin Smith, PT Loser, convertibles were a joke. Yeah, I had a PT Cruiser, but the convertible never made sense to me. The little wagons were, they were like a really strong little car. And I could put an airplane wing for the airplanes we were working on all the way up. They'd bump into the windshield and all the way to the back, and I could close the hatch. And, man.
Barrow says that's in Memphis.
Oh, Memphis. Oh, okay.
Beale Street in a 59 Cadillac? Beale Street, Memphis?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I don't want to go to Memphis. Memphis is a rough place. What is this? Senior. Oh, this is his channel again. So we give some more subs. Yes. So people have come in the last hour. So this is Senior's channel. Trying to get a few more.
Mike Slater's channel.
Okay.
Is Senior. And
okay.
Yeah, they're just getting started, and check them out. Check them out.
Yep. So
they have some projects that they're working. There's several videos for a brand new channel. They've got some couple of videos up already. So
yep.
See what they're about and offer them a sub if you can be supportive.
And they want to actually take a vehicle to No Name Nationals. They've been at No Name Nationals, but they want to go race. So they got to get to 500 subs. So they're working on it. And so.
Some people suggested hatchbacks.
Hatchbacks. Yeah, I don't really want to do hatchbacks. I'm almost thinking about the model cars. But one person here is going to really dominate that. But that's okay if everybody wants to look at model cars. But, of course, we did a lot of other things, too, tonight, which is kind of interesting. We did cats, dogs, which I like. We did people's shops, their own projects. That was kind of nice. I don't know. What I don't
no either.
Where are you looking, Kim? You didn't like my idea. What are you eating? And then
Jello. Do you want some?
This is your cake.
It's modeling clay.
That's modeling clay?
It is modeling.
Oh, I thought it was like a chocolate thing.
It's not a food item.
It's not chocolate. It's modeling clay. Well, that's disgusting. Why are you going to eat that?
It's non-toxic. You could eat it if you wanted, but I don't think it's very good for you.
Okay, so do we talk about tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
No.
I want to talk about tomorrow.
I don't want to do extra.
I want to
streams.
say. I want to
do
say
something.
No,
on
no.
Thursday.
I want to say. I want to just do it tonight.
No.
You don't want to do it a day early?
We'll do something.
No, that's
Thursday.
late. Late is just so
It's
bad.
not late. It's fine.
Right now we're getting real close to. Well, in some places like down under, it's already the 12th.
I wasn't born down.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
Say happy birthday to Kim. Her birthday is in 2 hours. So, happy birthday, Kim. I was going to bring her a cake, but she didn't want a cake. Because last time I brought her cake, she ate it, and then she didn't feel good. So, she's like, don't do that again. So, happy birthday, Kim.
Thank you. Kevin, I do not eat paste. I don't like the smell of paste. I remember when people would...
29, Kim.
I'm 29 again. For the 20-somethingth time.
Feliz cumpleaños. How come I can't pronounce that? Cumpleaños. That means completed years. Like
Thank
that's
you,
your
Tavo.
birthday. Do it, Buff.
Oh, yes.
Happy birthday, my friend. Thank you, Louise. 12th November. Tavo, 12th November, 2:35 p.m. here. So happy birthday, Kim. So it is the 12th there.
Okay. Well, for my birthday present, I got my cylinder head from
It's
the machine
officially,
shop.
Kim is officially a cougar. Oh, yeah. She got her.
I'm wearing my fur.
She got her. She got her heads
get my-
today from the machine shop
That's right.
in record time. I've never seen any machine shop do that quickly. That was
Next day
good.
service on cylinder heads.
Young cougar.
Thank you, Wendy.
So
With 34 years of experience, says Mark Sauvé. Exactly. It's like that.
I can think of categories I want to do, but I'm not sure they're good categories.
Well, we could just pick any one. If we're not having fun, we can deviate.
Okay, a lot of the
greatly.
performance cars were the low-priced, what do you call them? Divisions. Ford, Chevrolet, Plymouth. They were those divisions. But then there's the divisions that are up a notch. Pontiac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Dodge, DeSoto, Chrysler, Mercury, Lincoln. They were the step up, you know. Let's do factory hot rods that are not the base cars, the Chevrolet, Ford, Plymouth. What do you think of that? I don't know if anybody even understands that. And now there's an ad.
I think most of the people that are older than me are familiar with it. Honestly, I never really recognized the fact that like Chrysler and Plymouth, to me, they were always at the same dealership, and they were the same cars with different grills. So
Yeah,
I
but
never quite understood it.
Chrysler prices were up here, and it was supposed to, you know. I knew a guy that bought Chryslers when I was a kid. He's a friend of my father's, and he always bought the best cars. And he was a Chrysler guy, so he bought Chryslers. And then I knew, I'm sure you've known people that bought nothing but Cadillacs or nothing but Buicks, nothing but Pontiacs. I was a Pontiac
I had an
fanatic.
uncle, he always had a nice Cadillac.
I was
Wow.
yep, and he wouldn't buy a Chevrolet,
No,
although
he had a nice Cadillac.
Cadillac. I
Yeah,
remember one time.
Every 2 years, he would have a new Cadillac.
I remember one time looking at something on a Lincoln that was very much, it was Ford stuff, and the customer's there, and I knew it was a brake system. He goes, this is nothing like a Ford. This is a much better car than a Ford. The guy got really mad at me, So I just learned to not ever say anything because to me, looking at the drum brake, it was like, oh, this is identical. It's like, so, but he was insulted that I thought his car was like a Ford product. Yeah, Buddy Carafano says Buick GS, Olds 442. Yeah, those kind of things. And of course, GTOs. Mexican Spec says Chrysler 300, Hearst. Yep. See, now Chrysler's kind of like what? Like a Buick or something. It wasn't like a Lincoln or a Cadillac. It wasn't that high, but they had the Imperial off and on. They had the Imperial, which is really their top of the line car.
Hippie Log says it was a Pakistan engine shop. They surfaced it by dragging it behind a cow, washed it in the Ganges River, and ported it with hot sauce.
You know what? What's funny about that? What did I suggest we do to surface those heads?
Drag it on the floor.
I said, let's
drag it down the road.
Put it on your trailer hitch and stand on it, and I'll drive, and you just surf down the road on top of that head. And I said, we did it on the live. I said that on live. I said, what grit is the gravel that's impregnated in the blacktop out in the street? And you said it was like
12.
You said it was 12 or 8 or something, and I said
Something like that.
that'll work. So, yeah, we didn't do it.
We should do that.
She
That
took
would be
it.
fun.
She took it to the machine shop and had it done with a
Boy,
regular
did
machine.
the finish is like
Where are they?
really beautiful.
I haven't seen those heads. Where are they?
They're in the Jeep. They're underneath the firewood that I got today.
Oh, so we can't just go pick one up and bring it in here and show it?
No, I'm not carrying them around extra.
Bring
They're
a
pretty
cast iron.
heavy.
Bring a cast iron head up in here and
I
hold it
still
up to
have
the
to
camera.
do some port matching and special
Oh,
finish
Kevin
work
Smith.
on them. But
Kevin Smith's taking off. Mex expects. Oh no, he's just saying goodnight to people. Okay, let's get out of here. We've already said what we're doing next week. We're doing like upper kind of level factory hot rods and your own pictures, your own cats and dogs, fish. I don't
Yes.
care, whatever your pets are,
pets.
and whatever you're doing in your shop.
What's going on in your driveway?
Yep.
Yeah, graduation photos. I don't know, anything cool. Yeah. Have you taken down your have you put up your Christmas decorations? Taken down your Halloween decorations? Do you decorate for Thanksgiving? I don't know.
Okay, and Thursday night after Wagon Masters 2 hour or so live, about an hour later we come on 10 o'clock Central Thursday night, and we do
I'll try to be on time.
a Mexican spec. You got it. S55 Mercury. Yep. So we will we'll be around Thursday night. Probably get to see the heads. Probably get to see something else.
I didn't give out many points tonight. If you are watching, even if you're not live, if you're watching after the show, even if you're not able to comment, you've made it to the end, you get 3 points. So everybody got some points tonight. We are thank you to Mexican Spec and to Kevin and the other moderators who I think have been gone for a little while. For being here and helping us out tonight. Thank you to everybody who's commented tonight and sent in pictures. I think this went really well. The time just flies on by. I don't know, is there anybody streaming now?
And Kiwi's done. I
Yeah,
don't know.
everybody's done by now. We're going too late, but
So while Mexican Spec doesn't like it when I cut Kim off while she's talking, but see, she just keeps talking. So eventually, I just say, "Good night, everybody."
oh no, but I'm still talking.